Well, hello, and welcome back to another rousing episode of Caravan of Cthulhu. Did the radio voice come back?
Yeah.
Did? Alrighty. I fixed things in the last minute and gave him a good old shock. Anyway, I, of course, am Turk. Oh, terrific sensitive, you're feeling a little bit of that fuddy-duddy. But I have the distinct honor and privilege of being your keeper for the evening here. That's by God, we've got quite a storyteller in them. Galleon dashing group of 1920s adjectives that, jeez, I think I've got this
Gangbusters.
thing down. Anyway, let me jump in. A quick word. Thanks to those who keep this show and channel going. First off, Epidemic Sound. A moment on the ears, an eternity in your mind. And then also, how can we forget? Our lovely Hero Forge. Hero Forge. Open of you and everything you give to them. But you can't have it back. Also, of course, big shoutouts if you're already follow and join the last caravan. We're always looking for new, fresh blood faces and what else should we give? Okay, join us. Now, if we jump right in, you bring all these wonderful people around this proverbial fire, this story, introduce themselves. In the order in which they are appearing on your screen, when I say that I want to start with Link, the voted most likely to die by me.
Hello.
You being me. Super cool.
Hello. I'm Ling. I don't have a good track record. So today you're going to meet Grania Byrne, who is the chef of the Carrington residence. She is about 48, no nonsense. She has dark black hair with gray streaks. She's very stocky and strong. And she has a heart of gold, but she won't let anybody know that. She's from Dublin. Her past. She was a nurse in the past. Now she's. I think that's okay.
Fantastic. Why don't we throw it over to a certain Cyrus at the games?
Hi, my name is James, and I somehow survived the last fucking game by running away. So I figured bring Benjamin Goodman back and see if we can go survive 2 games in a row instead of just one.
Optimism, we love to see it. We'll be rewarded from each side. Now, there's a certain double J sitting here.
Yes, I'm Jason. I'm playing Oliver tonight. I have played Cthulhu twice and somehow survived both times, although not entirely mentally the last time. So I'm rolling out a new character, Oliver. He is an elderly 45, an antiquarian, museum curator. Not particularly attractive, but not particularly ugly either. Middle of the road. Human tofu.
Just as tasty, I imagine, as well. So, why don't we throw it over to someone who I believe was also stuck in Ireland for some time. Hoop!
Hello! I'm so happy to be back. I missed this so much. Yeah. I'm playing, last name I definitely remember, Anthony Mosley, a no-nonsense reporter who, is just so tall in writing power and proclivity and just the tallest, most just no-nonsense reporter you're ever gonna meet. Certainly not sitting at like 5 foot. Definitely not me. But I heard that there's a scoop to be had. So I'm here to get it.
Fantastic. Now, let's take that off because, you have to hear me. You have to know how this happens. That's your burden, the audience.
Another quick note before we begin. We are playing Call of Cthulhu tonight, and as a result of that, Cthulhu and the entire Lovecraftian mythos, as it's been ordained, is about horror. It's a horror story, though it may take the trappings and disguise of other things. This can get pretty heavy. While the people you see on your screen here do have a direct line to me to note any discomfort or red flags, and they also filled out lines and veil sheets, and we've been playing together for a little bit now. Hopefully there's some familiarity. They feel they can DM me whatever they like. You in chat don't have that barrier, shield, protection. You are without. And as such, if at any point during the events that are going to occur on your screen or in your ears tonight, or both, stuff starts to get a little too real, a little too harrowing, please take some time, step away, hug a stuffed animal or a live animal if you have one, if they like being hugged. Can't recommend porcupine hugs.
Consent is key in either case.
Absolutely. But yeah, take some time, cool off, recoup some sanity, and when you're ready, come on back. We'll probably still be here, and things usually only get more interesting the later the night goes. But speaking of our time frame, why don't we kick ourselves off as we open to a group of people traveling to the town of Ipswich. Well, well enough town in Lovecraft country. Near Arkham, it's nice, actually. Well, it's out of the hustle and bustle of the Boston area, while still having a local university, Miskatonic, in this case, to keep it young and vibrant. Well, as young and vibrant as a 1920s town can be. But you're not here to enjoy the local culture. You all, in one way or another, are here at the behest of Mrs. Enid Carrington, the, Iron Lady, as it were, with quite a talent for managing your household. Those of you who are already there will get to in a moment, but I believe I have both Tony and Oliver who would be heading that way. Are you driving? Are you gonna try and walk it or
Oliver's
bike
for
it?
sure driving.
Right. So you've both chosen to travel together.
Oh yeah, I heard there's a story. I needed a lift, so I travel all across the side of the country.
Because you could still do that in this time period safely. Even though technically not so safely, but people didn't know about it as much. Back when you could trust the person you were just bringing into your car. Anyway. You both ride up, and it's not too far out of town, but it's a decent ways away. As you probably have both heard, or rather interacted with the Carringtons to some degree, and know that they are a very wealthy family. The mother, Enid, is from old money, daughter of railroad tycoon. Milburn Carrington is a millionaire banking magnate. And, you're probably not going to be dealing with him. He spends most of his time in New York City, so chances of having to deal with him and whatever he's got going on in his life, low. But eventually, the trees of the more, it's not quite swampy, but it's definitely a bit more boggy in your immediate area, but does find a nice patch where an estate is slowly being built, the frames of which have been set up. I do have a map for you all to consult. You see, out as the driveway leads you to a great centerpiece, there appears to be a number of workmen on site, along with Mrs. Carrington, who I will put on your screen now. And she nice. Now,
Oh, sorry.
oh no, go for it. I just want to make a note that both our good doctor and the Grania. Is that how you say it? Grania and Benjamin are both at Enid's side, and she's decided that you're to both help out since your services aren't really needed right now, but she still wants to keep you on the payroll, keep you doing something productive rather than just sitting around. That's never really been her style, so she's going to have you help out with the guests that she has arriving, in whatever capacity they need. As car pulls up, you pull out. You can step out, and she'll give a polite but very clearly domineering nod towards you all. I think that was you, Oliver. Still super muted.
The technical difficulties of the future have already started to affect us.
Truly, I am great and powerful to have already removed a player's voice.
While Oliver's figuring out what he's doing, I just like to point out that a good cook's services are always needed.
True. Though the kitchen isn't quite done yet. This is very much like you'd be at a field kitchen basically. Though she will, why don't you see to their bags if they have any? Oh, and
Alright,
Dr. Goodman, why don't you help her out?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. So, we got any bags back there? It's just really what I got on me. Hope that's fine. Can I just plop this down anywhere?
I can take
certainly
it.
not.
Also, when you got a minute, I got about 20 questions for each of you.
Nope.
I'm good.
Our audio
I'll
was
take
working
those
before
bags.
this, I swear.
We were actually all just doing charades with Jason beforehand and like lip reading just to mess with him. We're great at lip reading, by the way. But it's okay. You'll kind of be whisked towards the fountain, and of course, Mrs. Carrington will look you over. So you've finally arrived.
And let me tell you, beautiful house here. The drive, amazing, top class, best I've ever seen. Can I get your picture real quick? Just
Well, maybe not at the moment. I'd rather you focus on my beautiful centerpiece. It's just lovely, isn't it? My rose garden. And it's very clear, even without a psychology roll, that she is being quite sarcastic. As, those of you who have been here know that that was once a lovely bit of statuary and is now knocked over. She kind of straightens herself up, pointing to the ruined statue at the center of the fountain. Just, the cretins left this mess in the water of my fountain. And my men remove it so they can get right to work on repairs. They're dragging their feet as it is, and I want no further delays in this project. I expect to host many a society ball here by the end of the year. And she looks back, and the building is in progress. Like, they're working fast. But very clearly still working.
who busted your bust?
Well, that's what I'm hoping you can figure out. or at the very least, figure out whatever they attached to it. I've had them all bring everything out to the shed. You're free to look around, but I do need this solved quickly. They are intending to make a return. I want no further delays to the construction of this, especially not if it's going to continue to be a problem for the statuary here. We have more being imported from Greece.
Fancy.
Indeed.
That's why you wanted a reporter.
Miss Byrne and Dr. Goodman will be able to show you the grounds, as it were. Do tell me if you need anything else. I'll be waiting in the shed for when you're done there.
All right.
Just remember to take your noon pill.
Of course, Doctor. It's still very early in the morning, so
I don't know how long it's gonna be.
not very early. Yeah, exactly. No, but it's not like super early, but it is definitely at least like I'd say 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 feels right.
You don't think we're gonna have this done by noon?
The mistress is very particular in what they're looking for, so it could take a while, depending on your findings.
Whoa! Our findings, right? You're helping us out.
Yes. That's what we've been instructed to do.
I prefer for my name to stay out of the paper's thinking.
It'll be fine. Come on. You get the frog out of your throat yet, friend?
I appears not.
Check Discord at this point. Like, it might just be.
It has to be. The Discord of the universe is not very happy at 10 a.m. today. You know, it preferred much be later.
Any luck?
Is that any better?
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow, now we
hey,
can
wow.
hear you.
Wow. There you go.
Welcome.
I had to lie to my machine and tell it was a completely different microphone.
Well, there you go.
As long as it works and you can hear us.
I can hear you, as long as you can hear me. I thought Turk was going to torture me by just having me scream into the void, and that was my own personal Cthulhu hell.
Yeah, no, that was kind of part of my plans. It's in my notes here. But anyway, welcome back. I believe the plan is to do what? Also, feel free to talk in character right now if you want to. I've deprived you long enough.
I have to confess, I was too busy troubleshooting to pick up a lot of what was happening.
It's fine. Statuary was destroyed. Ruffians did something in the night. Everything that was put on around the statue has been brought to the shed, or rather like the cellar and everything, just to be held there and let you all check it out when you're ready. But right now you're looking at a rose garden and a colonnade with a fountain that has a broken bit of statuary on its side.
All right. So I imagine I'm sort of keeping my opinions to myself in the meantime, just kind of taking in the info that I've been given. But I will try to spot hidden, if I may.
Sure. If you want to look it over, rather, or you want to look over just this area?
Just the area that we're in. I want to, because she's describing how ruffians broke in, and I want to see if anything looks out of the ordinary.
Absolutely.
As far as whether or not it was like a targeted thing or just plain vandalism.
Sure, absolutely. Looking over the scene, I think the only big thing that would jump out at you with a success of that degree would be that there is no impressions on any of the flowers. It's a pretty full rose garden, and it seems the only damage to the topiary and the flowers that have been there is the impression that the statue and whatever was on whatever rocks were there was that when it fell over. So
It's an interesting conundrum. Have any of you noticed that? And he kind of just gestures towards the flowers to see if they pick up on it.
Have we noticed that the statue's been pushed? Yes, Mr. Fung.
Yes.
We noticed that.
No signs that anyone else has walked in or out, though.
There was an
Not in-
active work crew going on around you, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Not in the flowers. Not around the statue.
Is this a normal part of the process for you guys? Just taking random pictures? Right.
I'll lean over to Benjamin. Did he just say detectives? I was told that Mr. Fromm was a professor.
How do I put this? It might be a poor phrasing on their end. As long as the job gets done, to be honest, I really don't care.
So, Kirk, this statue, is it something that's being renovated? Is it an old statue, or is it something new that they've been putting in?
I mean, it seems like it's a statue. I don't know how familiar you are with archaeology. Well, rocks rather.
Theology, no. Archaeology, a little bit.
You can make me an archaeology check to see if you know any similar designs, but whatever it was, it's very destroyed.
Yeah.
So why don't you make me an archaeology check?
All right.
Let's see what you got. Ooh, 84 out of 36. Hard to tell with the quality of reproductions these days, and I mean, truthfully, archaeology, you get things like there's Roman mass reproductions of Greek masterpieces, which, like, oh my gosh, don't even get me started. It's like, oh, how'd this piece get to Rome? And it's like, no, it didn't. They just took a mold of it and
Yeah, it's like
poured it
the
over and over and over again.
copycat Ming vases. And whatnot.
Exactly. Huge during this period, and this could be a simple cast and copy. It was solid stone, so it was clearly expensive. That's what you could know just out of hand, even with a failure on the roll. But yeah, right now, it's it doesn't seem it seemed extremely odd. If you're looking over the statue and the way it's fallen, you can all make me an intelligence check really quick.
It's a lot of failures.
Seeing a lot. Oh, hey, there you go, Doc. Sorry, is Fromm a doctor?
He has a
professor?
doctorate.
Is a doctor?
He was a professor. He has a doctorate in antiquities.
All right, would he go by doctor? I just want to make sure. There's two doctors. I want to make it really hard to tell who's.
He generally doesn't go by the doctor.
All right, Oliver. In that case, you note something's odd. Is that, like, looking over the statue more, you'd recognize that the way it's been knocked sideways and, like, this thing had, like, it's not quite a skeletal structure, but it had support beams, hard metal to
Like
keep it in
rebar.
place.
Yeah.
Exactly, rebar running through its base and insides. It must have been something of considerable force for it to land, such a distance from its initial position. Yeah, it's gone into the rose garden and didn't just simply get, like, pulled over into the fountain.
Yeah.
Like, it got some airtime somehow. So, like, typical, bandits or, ne'er-do-wells, miscreants, hooligans. This might be advanced hooliganism.
It strikes me you would need some sort of powered equipment to move a statue like this, like a large truck at speed, or one of those caterpillars, perhaps an army tank.
You think somebody managed to get an army tank onto the lawn?
Well, the tracks that are not in the flowers would argue against it. I'm just saying whatever knocked this over would require a considerable amount of force. I suppose leverage could be applied on the far side using winches and ropes, but I don't see any sign of that either. Possibly. Although, again, no damage in the flowers. Typically very delicate organisms.
A few times.
Would we know this?
I can tell you that you know that these are the same flowers. She's left this relatively untouched because she wants a full investigation.
No, I didn't sneak in the night and plant the flower bed. These are the same. I believe we're local hooligans. I think the riffraff down the street jumped on it. Caught it over. You know, young boys in the village. Just doing it for them.
Well, right now it's just a work crew, and they're looking at you all like as they're going about their business. But if anyone lingers and tries to like check out what you're doing, there's very clearly a sharp reprimand from Enid. She does have an 85 and administer tongue lashing. So I wish I was kidding. That is an actual stat. and as the two people who have been working with her know, she does also have a 75 and stare witheringly. Yeah. So,
My grandmother.
anyway, she did mention that whatever was attached to whatever was like around and attached to the statue or extra pieces have been brought to the cellar there.
Can I do a spot hidden to see if maybe some of the construction materials might have been used?
Sure. Yeah, in your case, I'll allow that. I was gonna say, if you've been here long enough. What'd you get?
I don't know. Meaning I failed.
60 out of 45. You know what? That's okay. No, you don't notice any signs of out of place construction equipment, or it looks like everything is as it was. Or even then, it's hard to tell. So sell it.
I
Sell
can
it?
take them down
Sell
there
it?
and
Sell it.
give them a little tour.
Perfect.
Lead away, Miss Byrne.
So, you are taken down to the cellar of the construction site where some other valuables are kept. Mrs. Carrington brings you past 3 workmen guards who seem to be standing there, and she assures you, I've had guards set up 24-hour watch just to ensure nothing is ever taken. We are keeping a bit of more of our valuables here. And she will move and motion for them to open a solid steel door. Yeah. Yes, of course. A rotation, 24 hours, so they don't sleep. She looks at one in particular. I also should have noted, because some of you all have seen, I completely missed, the statue was a Baroque era period looking statue of a young boy standing on top of a giant shell holding a dolphin. You die first now. You're at. Right. The door is opened with a loud creak, and she'll lead you down. Within, you find more marble statuary, wrought iron railings and fences, and various landscaping tools, picks, shovels, wheelbarrows. And you do see what appears to be a series of ovoid with like chunks attached to them on a work table that has a lamp on in front of it. And it's mostly clear of debris. It still has bits of marble and other things on it. She'll motion and it's those banana things. Don't really know what they are, but they're new additions. Clearly, they are not part of the original statuary.
These are stone.
Can I appraise them?
You want to appraise the rock?
Yes, the pieces that they are adding.
Well, no, they're not adding. They don't have pieces added to them. They're just like. But tell me how you go about this.
Well, I pull a jeweler's loop out of my vest pocket, and I begin examining it, checking it for craftsmanship quality. Is it something old that's being refurbished? Is it something
Doesn't
completely new?
seem like they're actually made of stone. Now that you look at it, it's like you expect the carved texture, even maybe a porous rock structure of marble or something. But it's almost more. Do you reach out? Do you touch it?
Yes, I do.
You run a finger along it, and it feels almost more like coral and shells.
Intriguing.
But it looks like a bunch of swollen, petrified bananas.
I don't believe these were. I mean, it doesn't conform to any artistic style I'm aware of.
Though I will say, with an effective appraise, it almost seems like they're made of translucent mother of pearl. And the stems, I guess you could call them, look to be some kind of blue granite colored material. Yeah.
Not.
Something that Benjamin and I have seen before.
Oh, absolutely not. Other than when they were being brought down here, this is the first time you've seen them.
I bet if I didn't know better, I would say these weren't carved at all. The material is bizarre.
Well, I suppose some of it's passively attractive.
I don't know. It almost seems.
Well, they're not part of the original statuary.
Yeah, it's
And
almost like something petrified.
certainly not petrified. Some of them broke as I was having them brought over. Why don't you make me a spot hidden roll? I would, actually. 32 out of 7.
All right.
Hard success. You kind of walk over to the table and start kind of mentally reconstructing what these all must have looked like as they're together. You notice some of these pieces that, like, they seem to fit in a certain way, moving a few of them. And like a puzzle, you figure it out, and then it seems like a part of this is actually missing. I believe, at least. Are you, Oh. If someone has broken in, they must be part of the work crew. You can speak to the foreman if you like, but
No. Or oh.
you get hit with this withering stare. I'm gonna say actually take a point of sanity.
Ooh, dang.
Just because she stares at you and you fully feel a chill in your soul. She doesn't say anything, but
I agree, Miss Carrington. It is terribly difficult to find good help these days.
you may look things over, but these are to remain in my possession. After all, I might as well get something out of this fiasco. I think maybe that iridescent part would make a nice necklace, don't you think? And perhaps matching cufflinks for my husband.
Would you perhaps be willing to loan some to my museum? Where we
Oh,
could do
certainly
some
not.
research? If you change your mind, please contact me.
If I change my mind, I will. No, we hear it. We got you.
Care to touch these strange bananas, Dr. Goodman?
You know what? I'm good. Surprisingly, I'm. How do I put this?
Yep, there
I
we go.
trust you to do your own job. So I am merely here to make sure you don't do something stupid. So I'm gonna let you do your thing, and I'm going to make sure nothing bad happens. AKA, you say the wrong thing, and I end up fired, and I have to go find another job.
Fair
I
enough.
step over so I can assess which pieces might make the best cufflink. And then she goes over, not doing that at all. She's just putting her hands on them, trying to.
You immediately get a similar, like, this isn't like touching rock. This is like touching a coral and shell. How are you looking this over? I ask.
Just touching it, looking close.
Could I pilot you into something of note? It's all right.
Let's do it.
Holding it up a little bit to the light, you actually notice it's slightly transparent.
How about a natural world roll?
Oh, natural world would be very interesting. And as you roll that, I will give you a note. I'm
You have 2 hero
gonna
points.
potentially, yeah, you do have a hero point, so feel free to reroll. Because especially as you hold it up, you see it appears like it's a thin layer, well, a thin-ish layer on the outside of this thing, and it's filled with a viscous fluid with some kind of material balled up on the inside there. So please feel free to reroll.
So if I'm understanding correctly, it looks like a chunk of rock, but it has liquid inside.
Yes, and it's translucent rock. You want to spend
that's
11
not my
luck?
day.
You want to spend 11 luck?
No, thank you. I don't have much luck. I don't
to
have
spend
much luck,
11
and I
luck?
don't have much luck.
Do you want to spend 11 luck?
No, thank you.
Is there any way I can assist?
Somebody else can. Yeah.
I'd say with the doctor, why don't you roll a bonus die?
Is-
So just hit the bonus penalty die and see if you can bring that under to a 3 or lower. Grania?
Oh, me? Sorry.
Yeah, no. If you go to your roll and hit bonus penalty, it should roll another 10 spot for you. Okay. Literally the same thing. Would you like to spend 11
I'll
luck?
hand it over to. I'll hand it over to Mr. Fromm and point out the viscous liquid.
Amazing. I take it from her hands and I lift it up to the light, turning it. hither and thither and yon.
Can I smell it before I hand it over?
It doesn't appear to have any distinct scent. As you're handing it over, though, nothing happens. But I will say, anyone who wants to can make a science check of a field they believe they would be capable of examining this thing in.
Oh.
Occult?
No.
No. Library use. You're
Nope.
not going to put me in a library at all, are you? Not after
I
last
got
time.
nothing
Not
for
one of the
this.
sciences I'm good at.
What about medicine?
I could do medicine. I just
History?
didn't think it'd be apply here. But I'll
History,
do it.
sure. I'd let you try a history roll to just flavor in the thing. Medicine, wow. Do you want to spend a hero point?
What do I need?
No, I'm gonna let history take it as they got a hard success.
All right. You've never heard of anything like this before.
No, it's so weird.
Yes, it's certainly not native to the Americas. Nothing in the southwestern or Central American cultures produced anything like this. Definitely not Mesopotamian. I'm at a loss. I shake it. Does the fluid jiggle around in there?
Yeah, if you're holding the lab to it, it absolutely does seem to shift and shake just a little bit.
Intriguing.
I mean, honestly, under your hands, you almost feel like you can crack this thing open.
My sleight of hand is garbage.
Well, you don't need to roll sleight of hand to crack it open. You can just.
Yeah, I sort of just kind of dig my thumbnail into it to see if I can just kind of.
It takes effort. You probably have to make a strength check to actually do it just by hand.
All right.
Woo! Hard success. Getting that thing, you put it back down on the table and kind of push, and it kind of takes putting your full weight in, and your thumb definitely hurts a little bit. But I'm not going to take health because it's hard. And you eventually do crack it, and the entire cellar floods with like horrible sulfurous scent as that liquid begins to rapidly evaporate right into your face like a geyser.
Oh. Ollie. What?
Atrocious.
Yeah, it smells like the devil just took a shit down your throat.
Do that outside.
It's like
Damn.
the
Yes,
war all
please.
over again. Good lord.
Yeah, I can't be down here. You
I
will have
mean,
fun.
it seems like the entire room is quickly being cleared. Even the lady of the house, yeah. Enid is gone, but there are other eggs.
Is there any eggs? He says. Is there any of the liquid left that I
Nope.
could take a sample with? It just all evaporated the second I cracked.
Evaporates in a spew of fumes right into your face.
So was the entire thing filled with this fluid, or was it just like a layer between, like layers of pumicey stone?
So, they're hard but brittle, basically.
So it's like the entire thing contained this fluid, not just like trapped between layers of
it's
stone.
very much, it's very much a hard protective shell substance around viscous fluid that seemed to have had some kind of material that was more like a suspension, like watching something shake in Jello within. But it did not. But now that it's evaporated, you basically just have very shiny but brittle material in your hands. Again, smells like hell.
Yeah.
So, Anya's very familiar with the smell of rotten eggs. Does this smell like rotten eggs or just sulfur?
It smells like sulfurous smell. I mean, it's not quite sulfur. It's in the range of sulfur, you know? It's like sulfur flat.
Yeah.
Diet sulfur.
It's got that acrid, cloying smell to it.
It's like the
Oh.
Pepsi to Sulfur's Coke. Yeah, you get it, both sodas, but like,
When we're all stepping out,
Nice. Yes, let's retire to some fresh air, please.
like the moment we step out, if I could just whip around and look for any of the crew that's like staring at us, waiting for us to come out, waiting to see if we found anything. Just a little
I mean, yeah,
too
they hear the
eagerly watching
commotion.
us.
I mean, there's doesn't seem like there's anyone eagerly watching you, but if a bunch of people come pouring out of the guarded cellar, like it's gonna be some commotion, and the guards there will absolutely be like helping move you out, and then hold their nose as they get a whiff of you.
I don't know what you just did, but let's not do that again.
I was merely trying to ascertain the nature of the artifact.
I think you ascertained something, all right.
Sticking your thumb in it?
Mhm.
Yes, science waits for no man.
That's why they pay you the big bucks, I guess.
Actually, I subsist mostly on donations and admission.
I'll say everyone here can just make a basic intelligence roll.
Oh, we're
To,
so
like-
smart.
I mean, I hope so. Well, okay. Yeah, no, for everyone except Grania, it's pretty obvious this is like just with the way this thing works, like from extensive looks, it seems like an egg. Like the way you don't know if it is an egg, but these things seem like the
Egg-like.
way they are composed, it would be similar to our, like a chicken egg. But if a chicken laid stone eggs.
Yes, it seems almost organic to me.
With
Maybe something that has been preserved. They've been making remarkable discoveries in Pompeii. They found a city completely submerged in ash that has preserved entire loaves of bread, essentially turning them to stone. I wonder if this might be something similar.
Well, it smells like it came from the fire pits of hell, so Pompeii is a possibility.
Definitely volcanic, sulfur, to be
Yep.
certain.
Why would someone bust down a statue to get a bunch of old fossilized eggs?
Were they in the statue?
They weren't. Hi, this is me, your keeper, jumping in here on this conversation really quick. You'd know that they were amongst the rubble of the statue. It seemed like they were together, and then with this fest, like you know, rather from Tony's like mind palace antics, that they would have been together with at some point around the statue, and when the statue fell, they kind of broke apart and have been brought in here.
And something
So-
is missing.
But
Funny.
something is missing, yes.
Those eggs don't seem to fit the artistic stylings of the statue at all. Very strange.
Same question though. Who the hell wants a bunch of petrified eggs?
I'm quite interested in them, to be honest with you. I would love to study it. Outside of academia, I couldn't say. I can't imagine they have a high black market value. I imagine you're quite good at interviews, Tony. Perhaps you could ply your trade on some of the foremen, the workers here, and we could see if they've seen or heard anything.
Plan. Doc. You know the crew, right? Do they come to you with
Which
all
doctor?
their...
The medical doctor.
Oh, me, doctor.
Ollie, you're a doctor?
Technically, yes. I prefer professor or curator
You
currently.
never said that once in our... What was it, like a 10-hour car ride?
Well, it's not something that comes up often. I I go about my business and do my job as best I can.
Yes. Medical doc.
What did you need? Yes.
You
Hi.
know the crew, right? You patch him up. I bet you fix broken fingers and scratches and.
O- Occasionally, there's not too many worksite injuries, and my medicine is a little bit more curtailed to the mistress of the house.
Yeah, but they know you. They'll trust you, right? Unless you're using the answer to someone when you're talking to them with someone they trust.
What is the broader point you're trying to hit at?
We can get answers out of them if you're with me, helping me ask the questions.
I was told to assist you in any way that I could, and so if I must, I will.
Yeah.
Tell me, doctor, do you have any sodium pentothal on you by any chance?
It's a great question. Hey, Keeper, do what I have any of them?
You want to tell me what sodium pentothal is?
As soon as I Google it, sure.
Truth serum.
Sodium
Truth se-
pentothal.
Truth serum? No.
No,
You're not the OSS.
is a rapid onset short acting. Oh my god, my fucking dyslexia. This is why I didn't be a doctor. Acting barbiturate general anesthetic. It is a that is a big
It's
fucking word.
truth serum. He wants you to have truth serum, which you do not
I
have. Because
definitely
again,
don't have.
you're not the OSS.
It loosens
There
you up,
are
man.
so many big words on this fucking Wikipedia page.
Don't worry, buddy. It's
I
just
literally-
Latin and Greek.
Fuck that.
I'm not
Anyway,
legally
you
allowed
don't
to
have
tell
that.
you how I know about
But-
sodium pentothal.
I imagine
No, I definitely don't.
the two folk here who wanted to go and talk to the foreman. You absolutely can.
Go, Doc.
I
The other two of you, would you like to do anything at the moment?
I would like to wash my hands.
Well, there's a fountain right there.
Yeah, so I'm scrubbing my digits.
Suppose we'll poke around the rose garden again, see if maybe I can find the missing piece.
Sure. Yeah, make me a spot hidden while you're doing that. And we'll hold on your success or our failure till I come back. Wow. Damn.
ignore that. That's not real. It's not real.
So, you all, the two of you who are going to find the foreman, can quickly find the other person who's yelling at everybody. And I'm gonna do my best ad hoc New England accent. Usually have to warm up for this. Oh, hi there. You're here to you're looking into the business here, are you?
Yeah, who
Why'd you
busted
get
up the
Irish
statue?
for a New Englander?
Well, that's what I'm hoping to find. He's Irish New England. It's fine.
I mean, they spread
Very
across the whole
common.
Northeast, so it's
Very
fair.
common.
Yeah, a bit of different. There we go. All right. Well, yeah. If I could help you find anything, I'd be sure to help you.
Well, just the size of that statue there. That's awfully a lot of stonework. That's
Well, absolutely. I know. I put the damn thing up myself.
look how far it is from its base. Had to have been
I-
someone with some
Hey.
machinery that knocked that thing off, right?
Hey. I have alibis from every single one of my crew for last night. Now, only one of us is out today, so make it out what you will. But I'm clean.
Oh, of course you are. I mean, you're the big boss around here. If anything is happening, it's happening with your say-so.
At least I hope so. Alfred is gone. Probably called out sick for the day. So
Probably. I mean, you all clearly work hard. You're good at your jobs.
well, at least he would have called out sick if he actually called.
I mean, we go check on him if you want.
I mean, I don't need you involving yourselves in my business. You're involved in the lady's business.
I mean, wait, we're trying to get out of your hair. We're trying to let you all get back to work.
Well, then gets out of my hair.
Yeah, but if
Let me do my work, and I'll let you do yours investigative work. Whatever you're doing there with that camera.
but
By
if-
the way, please, no pictures. My wife would kill me.
I'll scrap all the ones I already took of everyone. You're fine. Well, you and your crew see anything weird, you just let us know. We'll get this done.
I sees anything more weird than I've seen today. You all running out of that basement with the lady looking like she's about to 10 sheets of the wind. Well, I'll let you know.
You see
Yeah,
that
this fucking smell.
you see that old looking fellow over there? Well, we had some street food up on the way here. Wasn't sitting well with him. He straight up cleaned us out of the basement. We had to run.
Ah, right, alright. Well, you gotta be careful with what clams you buy in Ipswich.
I tried to tell him.
I mean, they gotta be brought in from the harbor.
That's what I tried
And,
to
you
tell
know,
him.
I'm not one to tell you much, but they buy some of that stuff from Innsmouth, and I don't trust the critters there. Something's wrong with them clams.
Pull out the notebook, just start taking notes.
Oh no. I got a solo adventure I can run you through. It's not fun. Anyway.
Well, let you get back to work there, good sir. And we'll be around all day if you need anything.
All right.
Hey,
And
if there's any crew that, think that they may have seen something,
you're free to talk to anyone who works under me. You let them know I told you so. Just the only one you can't talk to is Alfred. Well, Al, he didn't show up today, so.
Appreciate you very much, sir.
Do you
Let
know
get back
why
to
Al
work.
didn't show up today?
Oh, I wish I knew. A little young guy like that probably could have used the work, but I know he's staying in town somewhere. I could probably get you his address.
If it's no trouble to
They were he was he was helping us move the eggs, but he was helping us move those things. Sorry, he didn't say eggs. I'm dumb. He was helping us move those things down to the cell a lot yesterday. I don't know. Do you think maybe they could get you sick?
Oh, very possibly.
could.
It depends. How long was the exposure for?
Oh, just carrying the things down, put them softly on the table, you know.
Did he use gloves? Because if he didn't use gloves...
I mean, a few of those things cracked on us, and they smell like the dickens. Kind of like your friend's bowel movements, but you know.
Could I do a medicine check to see?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to give a quick
effect. Yeah.
If he has any Squamish vibes.
Can I see if he's withholding?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Psychology check, absolutely. Medicine, you're.
Oh man,
you look at this guy, and
you should take some nicotine.
Well, one with a 88 out of 50. Hey, chat, your heroes might need you. But
end the adventure early. Let's go home. Great job. Great for your body.
With the psychology, it's like you've seen no reason to doubt him. Honestly,
of course.
You haven't really read into his mind. You can't really. He's not really giving anything away. He seems pretty straightforward. With the medicine check, the failure of a 99. You're. Well, I will say rather than something you've coming to a false deduction, you look at him and try to begin looking him over, and then suddenly you're greeted with a very dead returned expression of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and kind of just shaken, and you know.
It's just as soon as like he said clams, it was just like immediately the fear of the water like kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like immediately just like PTSD moments of the slug monster like chasing after him and everything. Literally just flashback recap of the last episode.
So.
Hashtag slug.
That's the foreman.
No. We've dubbed it the Slugussy. All right, that's what it's gonna be called.
It was an avatar of Galaki. You'll need to give it some respect, or you'll die again. Anyway,
hey, I lived.
The foreman is giving you a bit of information. And well, Miss Byrne, you don't see anything out of place. I mean, I will say, even with a failure, you know that the fountain, the marble statue is shattered. It's half in the water, but it's the water and like half out into the garden. It's still waterlogged all around, and the fountain looks like it's damaged. Like the rim of it's cracked and chipped in two places. Like numerous kind of parallel gouges in the cement floor. But it must have been done with some kind of blunt tool. So I mean, more evidence towards this just being some kind of really weird, reason probably why they thought someone came in with tools and used stuff like that. But yeah, beyond that, you don't see anything out of place.
I found more sulfur from the chicken shit in the garden bed. So go and wash my hands of it.
Group reconvenes. What's the plan?
Learn anything interesting from the foreman?
Most of the crew checks out, according to him anyways. There's one that's out sick today. Everyone else has a good alibi. Here we go pay him a visit. Foreman claims that he was helping to handle the bits of that statue, where he then might have gotten sick from it.
Come take Mr. Mosley, come take some photos of these gouges and
Got a keen eye. You ever think about being a reporter?
all the time.
Look, I could use a partner if you ever decide that whatever it is that you do here isn't worth the dollar anymore.
I'll keep that in mind, detective.
Active.
You introduced yourself as a detective.
Oh, not like a detective profession. Like I detect things.
I believe the term is investigative
Oh,
reporter.
yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's very different in implication.
Same
Well.
thing. It's just one
Yeah,
works
one
for the government, one works for themselves. Same thing.
English is a strange language. It does demand precision.
If I might. What is the plan?
Did you drive here?
Ollie did.
Someone give me your keys. Let's go pay the missing person a visit. Now.
Yeah, Ollie.
Got the
warn
keys in your
you.
hand.
Really know.
I warn you, he is an
Benjamin, we need
awful.
to keep a close eye on these two.
He's an awful car companion. Doesn't say a word. Entire trip.
Listen, do you want me to be chatty or do you want me to pay attention to the road?
How else am I supposed to get dirt on you if you're not talking to me?
We'll not be stopping for roadside clams. Get in the car, let's go.
Ghastly, I'm allergic to clams.
I know.
So, into the Oldsmobile then. No, kidding. We'll keep it mysterious. You'll make your way into the town of Ipswich. Following, well, the foreman did give you an address for Alfred Hackett. You pull up to temporary lodgings, clearly, of your man. A cheap hotel room. The Borden Arms Hotel, 488 West High Lane, Northside, Arkham. So I guess he's not in Ipswich, actually. He's a bit beyond it. My bad. Calbrain.
Please don't tell me that Lizzie runs this Borden.
No. You do. You do get kind of stopped at the outside of the hotel by the manager, the landlady, one Miss Pansy Osborne, by her name tag, or rather the stop at the front of her desk there.
Oh,
Can I help you?
yes, we're looking for a young man the name of Alfred. Didn't show up for work today. We're here to just check on him. We brought a
Are you
doctor
with the
us.
cops?
But does it look like we're with the cops?
No, that's why I asked.
Look, if we were with the cops, we'd have
We're
to
here
tell
on behalf
you.
of the Carringtons.
Carringtons? That must be nice.
I don't know if we were supposed to mention their
It has its
name.
moments.
Unfortunately, Carringtons don't rent a room here, so.
No, but Mr. Hackett was in their employ. Which is why we're checking on.
We brought a doctor.
Isn't it nice for you?
Dr. Loomis, perhaps you could get this, or Dr. Goodman, perhaps you could get this poor woman a lozenge.
You can make a persuade check with bringing up the Carrington name, I suppose.
Can I also hand her whatever the equivalent of, like, I don't know, $20 is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You give her a bribe. Yeah, roll the bonus die.
Okay.
Oh, it's so
it was
nice of
persuade?
you. Wow. Yeah, persuade, charm, fast talk, whichever you think. Okay, so would you like to spend 18 luck?
No, thank you. I forget the name of these characters. No, I have very, very little luck. So
Well, I mean,
Perhaps.
she's gonna take that the money, like the few dollars you gave her, and just kind of slide it into her shirt and just. Are you a tenant here? Again, the Carringtons don't rent here, so don't know what to tell you.
Making sure that the young man is all right.
Oh, then give him a call. Write a letter.
Not answering. Like, it just take us 2 seconds. We'll be in, out, gone. Never see us again.
I've been told 2 seconds by a lot of men. It's never worth it.
Promise you 2 seconds. He's usually the promise a lot more than that. Look,
Sounds like it's the delivery that's lacking.
what if we're just in one of us? We'll go in real quick, make sure that he's alive and
Go
breathing.
in real quick. Yeah, all right. Keep talking dirty, pretty boy.
Madam, may I ask
Bored.
what
I believe
is
I paid
your...
rent for the next 5 minutes. So
Oh,
yeah.
you paid for what now?
I'll just walk.
No, and I will call the police, and she already has her hand on the receiver. That is great mentoring. I know my rights.
Madam,
Trespassing now, if you are
might
not
I
tenants.
inquire as to what your rate is to rent a room for, say, 1 week?
We don't have any vacancies, sweetie.
I'm not asking about vacancies, madam. I'm asking about rates.
Oh. Well, I suppose I could hear some offers. She'll dust her cigarette out. And it does have the receiver off the court in her hand, but does seem intrigued as to what might come into her open one.
Perhaps I could rent a hypothetical room for a week for, say, $50?
And do you have $50?
My credit rating is 30, do I?
Let's consult the tombs! So, okay. Your credit rating's 30, average. You'd probably have around $50 on hand.
Yes, I do, madam. I pull it out.
Put
Would
it in your hand.
Would that gain a century?
Why don't you make me a persuade, charm, or fast talk? Well, in this case, a persuade or a charm check.
All right. I'm actually not.
Get it in writing before you pay her.
Yeah.
Oh, the money's already in her hand, and
Oh, damn.
All right.
Wow.
there you go. Extreme success. I'll tell you what, sweet thing. Because you paid for rent. I see no reason why you shouldn't be allowed to at least look at some apartments. Go on
Thank you,
upstairs.
I lead the way.
Do we know the room?
Oh, by the way, because it is at this point, it's been a bit later. I figure got there at like 10. It took about a little bit more than an hour just to look everything over. It'd be probably with driving to Arkham about 3 o'clock right now in the afternoon. By the way, he's out right now. Some young lady and middle-aged looking fella. Now, there was a bit of ruckus in his room before, which the young man knows he should not do. But
We should go check and make sure that they didn't break anything up there. Last thing you need
it
is
looked
20
like he got
attendants.
attacked. It looked like he got attacked by an animal when he came down.
Last thing you need
And
is
if he's
20
got one up-
attendants breaking their furniture. You'd like to know if there's a bunch of broken shit up there.
You're already up in the room, sweetie. I can't hear a damn thing you're saying. I just figured might as well let you know there's something in the room.
Does it look like there was a struggle?
Was that a question to me?
To the overlord that is Turk.
You haven't gone to the room yet. It
Oh, okay.
literally, this is just as you're heading away from her. But yeah, you can head up to his room. The door is locked, but you were kind enough to be given a spare key.
I open the door.
The
Oh.
interior is dark, shades pulled, but what light you do let in reveals a fairly typical apartment, if not kind of knocked around a little bit.
Are you gonna check for traps first? Just walk in places.
Where do
Why
you
would-
frequent where there would be traps?
In
Oh,
an
no.
average hotel room.
Wanna know?
Are you an archaeologist, sir?
Are you good?
I will try to spot hidden, though. I'm gonna look around.
I would love to join in that if I could.
Sure,
Can I
all
do
spot
the same?
hidden rolls. Everyone can make a spot hidden if they want.
Could I actually see if there's any like you know, like when people are sick, they like give like a very unique smell at times. You know, like you
I
just
get what
smell,
you
like-
mean, but yeah.
Mhm.
So you want
I
to give
wanted-
a...
I wanted to do a medicine to potentially see if I could just like immediately spot like, oh yeah, no, that does not look good
Sure.
or smell good, just depending because the sulfur thingy.
I rolled a 3.
I didn't fail.
So, Grania, looking around the room, you were able to find a light switch. Cutting that on for some power here, which is convenient. You notice the room looks like it's kind of like, like an animal's been jumping around here. And you do notice some blood stains on the carpet.
Yeah.
Tony, you spot something as that light starts to go on, crawl under the bed.
Oh, hold up.
Though I will say, Dr. Goodman, the room does not smell of a diseased person.
Just making sure.
Just somewhat fresh blood.
That's worse.
Hey, hold up. Something just...
I'm like,
You see that? Was that a damn cat?
It
Something
looked
under
about the size of a large cat or a small dog.
that woman doesn't strike me as the type of landlord that would allow pets.
Oh. Doc, if you want to watch the door, Ollie, count of 3, we flip this bed up, see what's under there.
I'm not much for physical toils, but I'll do what I can.
I mean, if you want to step inside and let our good lady friend here take your place.
Oh, no. Good conscience wouldn't allow me to do that. Madam, please stand back. I'd start doing like stretches and stuff.
Count of three, we just yeet.
Is that Greek?
It's part of the root word of yeetis, and it is to rapidly throw.
Interesting.
Are there bloodstains going under the bed?
No.
Are we just doing a strength? Just a strength, or
What are you trying to do?
flip the bed?
Flip the bed.
Yeah, you can just do that between the two of you. Just very quickly move over and. What you see before you is difficult to describe. It's about the size of a kitten, which is what you might think it was, if it didn't have this spiny back with bat-like wings that protrude from midway from its torso. Some complex bone structure. Its head appears more like a trap jaw than like a oh gosh, what are they called? You open them, they spring shut and close.
Bear trap?
Like a bear, like more like a bear trap than an actual thing. You don't notice any eyes, and its skin is almost rough and reptilian, but not scaly.
Not again. And
I
draw my gun.
anyone who sees that, which I believe is all of you, I need a sanity check immediately.
Oh.
Do you see everyone who sees it?
Everyone who sees it.
Fuck me.
Hard success.
You're kidding me.
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
for
not
the hard
living to
success,
see
you
the end
only
of this
lose
one.
one sanity. Everyone else. Let me see if this works. I need to do that. Okay, everyone else, you're losing 4 sanity.
Oh, good lord.
I didn't have a lot left over after the last adventure.
I'm sorry.
Well, those would have been much better to roll before. And this thing just like the flash startles this thing, and it's going to begin breaking towards the door. And whoever is in front of it.
Doc,
I was standing by with my apron out to throw over top of it.
Straight up have a gun out.
Good lord, Doctor, where did you get a firearm?
I'm not
make
going
me
through
a-
this shit again.
Apron throwing. Make me a throw check. Dr. Goodman, I believe you're at the door, or who's
I'm at.
You're
I'm
at the
gonna be
door.
At the door.
Would you like to close the door?
Yes.
Or okay. And yeah, no. You throw out the apron, and it will catch the wind, and it'll scurry right past it. The door closes, and this thing just now like scampers and continues making like these mewling, very similar to a cat, but more slightly croaking sounds as it's going to try and work its way up, and like it's moving these very clearly sharp claws under a chair.
Is there like an ice box?
No, this is not a nice
Manual of
room.
some sort? Terrier, perhaps?
Can I please shoot it?
I will note in the room you do notice a like a little small flag of Miskatonic University's emblem.
The alma mater.
Anything like a bucket, like
It seems to just be cowering from you right now. So if you do nothing, it will just be scared of you.
I take off my jacket, my suit jacket, and I try to get close to it. I go,
hold on. It's scared. It's not trying to hurt us.
That thing is not fucking normal.
It's all right. Everything's all right.
No, this is definitely not alright. Not alright at all.
Dr.
Probably
Goodman, Dr.
just
Goodman.
It's probably just as scared of us as we are of it. I'm just going to wrap it in my coat and we can examine it closer.
You are far too calm for this situation.
I admit I'm not a biologist, but I do have a curious mind.
And if it
Here,
bites
fella.
Ollie and turns him into a monster, you can shoot him.
This thing, as you get close, is going to try and skitter away again. So you can either make a brawl check to try and wrangle it in your coat, or a throw to throw your jacket on top of it.
Yeah, I think I'm terrible at both of those. Let's see. Throw is 20, or brawl is much worse, I think. 25. No, it's actually better. I'm going to try to brawl it.
Okay. It dodges out from away from you with that
It's
failure.
only 19 luck
Oh.
points.
Only
wait,
19 luck.
I only have 50.
Can you use luck on a brawl roll?
In this case, because it's not combat, yes.
Frigate, I'll use it. I'll burn
Okay.
19 of them.
Well, yeah. Okay. Actually, wait. Wouldn't it be 46? It'd be 21 luck.
Look, I didn't go to the schools for math, okay?
Okay, I've marked off the luck.
Okay. You dive just in time to get this thing wrapped, and it reads and kind of like panics under your grip. And I will say, as you're holding it, you do get 1 point of damage as it kind of like pierces through your cloak with your coat and scratches at you. That's when Dr. Goodman, you're going to start hearing some movement. It appears to be light conversation coming from behind you outside the door.
I'm gonna put the gun away and be like, you all are fucking weird. And then I'm gonna go step. There's people outside. I'm going to deal with them. Don't fucking die.
Are we certain he's a doctor?
He's been through some things.
So you quickly can open and close the door, to which you'll hear, what were you just doing in my room? As you see three people. First, a young man who appears to have put on a nicer jacket than the rest of his clothing would suggest. An older professorial type. And a young woman who bears a passing resemblance to the lady of your house, who you know to be Mary Carrington. This is your employer's daughter. Sorry, yeah. So
Oh.
what are you doing? What are you doing in my room?
You see, here's the thing. We're pest control, and you know,
Dr. Goodman?
Hi.
Mary immediately calls your fucking lie out.
Mhm. So
What are
the
you-
thing is, we're
My,
worried.
my mother didn't
Your-
send you.
Your mother was just slightly worried about your health. You know, given
My
the
mother
vermin-
thinks I'm still at Miskatonic University. Unless she's having me followed.
I cannot give you any specific details about it, but you
No,
know,
I'm fairly certain I've noted all the tales she's ever hired to follow me. What are you doing here? You're not. You were just. And then she'll look back to the other two and then focus on the older man, Dr. Braden. If they've. You didn't kill it, did you?
Kill what?
The creature.
What creature are you
Mary,
talking
I'm not
about?
sure. Call it a creature. It's kind of like a pet. It's not. It's not. And then
Once
the person
again,
who's been identified as Dr.
where did-
Biden kind of chimes in. To call it a creature is quite reductive. I agree. But you've been inside the room. We should rejoin you. Are you the only one?
You
Yes.
hear from inside. Dr. Goodman, do you have any sedatives by any chance?
Oh, bother.
You hear
Get out
some
of,
crashing noises.
out of the way, out of the way, Doctor.
Fuck. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea.
The door is opened and Dr. Goodman is replaced with 3 people. You will see the young man be like, Sparky! Sparky, no, down! You drop him, please. You're scaring him.
Like, I'm clearly scratched a cut. I'm scaring him.
And put him down, jeez!
I kind of make eye contact with the rest of the crew, trying to discern if they think that's a good idea or not.
Put the poor thing down. We are
Alright.
so sorry for this. We really just came to make sure that you were all right. You didn't show up for work today. No call. Nothing.
I do set it down and kind of just toss my tattered coat on the floor.
No.
This thing like appears to regain its footing and look around, and then he meets eyes with who at this point, by process of elimination, must be Alfred Hackett rather, and like will run over and he'll just kind of like Alfred will kneel, and you're see how sharp this thing's claws and teeth are. This thing could just like done. But he pauses and he stops and he puts a hand on its head and just pats it. Oh, there you go, buddy. Oh, Sparky, they scare you? And he kind of picks it up like you would a dog as it kind of stands up on its 2 legs to do that. He goes, I'm real sorry. I got a mean set of claws, and he'll look like he like puts Sparky to one arm and kind of rolls down his sleeve to show a similar set of scratches. You can't scare him. He's
I know
he's scared.
exactly what you mean. My folks, they have a cat. Biggest pain in the ass.
He's like a cat, exactly. Dr. Burden though cuts in. We shouldn't humanize the creature too much. Don't even know what it is. Its classification is still very much unknown.
It needs to die.
If I might interject, small minds, Dr. Goodman, befit nobody.
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah, you know what? It was this kind of attitude last time that got like 3 people killed. So you know what? Like maybe let's not be friends.
Given my unfamiliarity with what you mean by last time, I must assume you mean the war. We've all done our time, Doctor.
Of course, I meant the war. You know,
But you're by no means any different than anyone. My point stands.
Open
No,
your mind a little.
This is, as you all clearly understand, the find of the century. And I have
Where was it
Mrs.
found?
Well, Mary, would you like to elucidate them?
Yes, Miss Carrington.
Mary
Mother be
looks...
surprised to find you here.
Wait,
Would you like to make a psychology check on Mary Carrington?
Carrington?
No.
Like daughter of the rich folks that hired us?
Yes.
Yes, the Carringtons paid me to tutor her in Latin throughout her middle and high school career.
She'll just kind of... Right,
I was going for intimidate, if that matters.
Oh, I mean, you can roll intimidate, but...
I mean, I'm failing everything anyway. Yeah, there
Do
you
I-
go.
Do I recognize Dr. Brendan from my time at the university? Or
He would have been in a slightly different department than you. He was more biology than archaeology. But you probably had some, professorial intersections, and he'll kind of... He clearly doesn't remember you.
well, I did just as much time there as I had to, and then I moved on.
But Mary will begin to explain. Well, after the incident yesterday, I received a note to my room in the college, and she'll produce that, take it out of her pocket and kind of awkwardly hand it over. Hand over to you, Grania. Just And so that would be this bit. If you would like to read it out.
Dearest Mary, dearest, I don't think you even know me, but I do. You see, I work on your house. I'm not a gentleman like you deserve, but I'm a good man with strong hands and a good heart. She pauses there and stares daggers at him.
And
You
he's
may
very
think this-
clearly just like awkwardly holding it, and like you're reading the note, and he's very clearly embarrassed, but is just trying to occupy his time with Sparky.
You may think this is sudden. Oh, sorry, I'm her reading it. But I've come to care for you. I've seen you and watched you when you came to the site, and I wanted to see you again. I have a gift for you that I would like to bring by your dormitory tomorrow. It's a jewel of some kind that we found where we are building your house, and it's really pretty, like a giant fancy pearl. As you are studying at Miskatonic University, I thought you'd think it was interesting. I'll be at my room in the Borden Arms tonight and tomorrow, so you can reach me there with deepest affection, Alfred Hackett. Mary, you already knew where this gentleman's room was.
Not initially, until I got a second note, and she offers that.
Somebody else read it. Oh, Mary. Oops, I think it's an egg, but I don't know what kind. Come quick, I don't know what to do if it hatches. So the pearl was an egg. Am I getting that right?
Yes, clearly. And Alfred would be like, I just wanted to clean it off. You know,
So, Mr. Hackett, you stole Mrs. Carrington's property, and then
it wasn't
perhaps
hers. It wasn't
her
part of that
daughter-
statue.
It's her property.
Worse.
A jewel. You stole a jewel
You stole from a rich
and
person.
bribed her daughter with it.
I didn't bribe. No, it's a gift.
It was a ransom.
Ransom for what?
Mhm.
You are so fired.
I was yeah.
Mary, you
Sparky
truly
came out of that
before.
egg, and he holds up a Sparky. You just kind of go.
Yeah.
Does Mary look innocent?
Mary
Like she
looks
didn't know.
like she is just looking for the doctor's reaction, not Dr. Goodman, but rather Dr. Burden. Like she's looking to him quite a lot through all of this.
Can I get a read on the good doctor?
I mean, you can get a read on that situation. Absolutely. Roll me a psychology check.
I'll spend 17.
You want to spend 17 luck? Yeah, you're going to spend it. All right. Edit the page, and I'll let you know. It's very clear that Dr. Bryden thinks this is the find of the century, and that his whole career is going to be defined by this completely otherworldly creature. And I'll give you for free that it seems like Mary really likes the Doctor, but it's not reciprocated at all.
Still seeing that Mary's heart's put a little.
So, Dr. Bryden, like, this is new information. This is something that just kind of fell in his lap. He is excited. He's like, he sees it as a meal ticket.
Given what you know thus far, it seems that Alfred took one of these eggs, brought it home, wrote to Mary and got it to her room, Miskatonic, came back, was going to meet her the next day, and then sent another letter, at which point, apparently at some point, the Doctor got involved, which is probably Mary's doing, and they've all just returned.
But it's not like Bryden recognized what this was and came
Absolutely
here.
not. He looks like he is 100% like stars in like academic papers in his future. You know, he's gonna have like awards in his name.
Alright, I don't know what the hell this thing is. None of my business. I'm gonna be honest. I just need to know who broke the damn statue.
Well, that's a bit hard, assuming is the Doctor at this point, of course, Dr. Bryden. Assuming it's well, these are egg clutches. The others are also of a similar capacity to create these creatures, animals. Though I paused to put them in that family. Well, suffice to say, we're on the lookout for whatever made this. We will be studying the creature. We'll be sure to loop you in. Feel free to tell the lady of the house whatever you'd like, but for the evening, we will be studying it, should you wish to join us.
Mr. Hackett, when you found this jewel, this egg, was the statue already broken?
Yeah, no, I was carrying it in, and I thought that, well, looks like a giant diamond pearl thing, and
The statue. The statue.
the statue. No, the statue was broken before. I got there with everyone else. They told us to start carting them off into the basement, and I figured if I sent it to the family one way or the other, it didn't really matter. He's clearly very awkward.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna save your
Just
job,
disproving
friend.
eyebrow.
At this point, I don't need a job.
You don't
I mean,
need
I
a
do,
job.
but the doc says he can help me out.
Probably gonna call the cops on you though.
Mary, you'll tell I didn't.
Oliver finds that statement dubious, knowing what college professors make. Can I get some kind of a read on that statement?
I mean, I'll take it for free. He's absolutely serious. Like, hey, we'll cut you in on whatever we get from the papers
Okay.
and everything.
So yeah, he's banking on the book deals. Okay.
Exactly. Like he's promised him a percentage.
Anything about the
If I
damn broken
remember
statue.
if I remember Dr. Bride correctly, it's going to be a very small percentage.
But yeah, go for it.
If I may, Mr. Mosley, I'd suggest that we take some photos while the creature is hung. Dr. Bryden, was it?
Yes.
So you, gotta say this loudly, you intend to dissect and study the creatures, right?
No, not dissect. Perhaps if we get access to another of the eggs, we might perform an autopsy. But for the moment, we would like to study it while it's alive. Its growth and maturing. The possibility are quite endless. We don't know anything of this. Certainly nothing of this earth.
Well, if your theory that the mother creature laying the eggs was large enough to smash a large stone statue without touching the ground, I do not think it's very wise to let this thing grow to full size.
Oh, well, you'd be amazed. Even the most ferocious tigers can be brought to domestic house kittens when kept in captivity.
Has it had anything to eat yet?
We're unclear if it needs to eat, actually. Oh, that will be one of our small tests. We brought a doggy bag from our dinner. Again, we will be here all night, but I'd recommend you find some other places in town if you wish to join us in further studies of this. Alternatively, well, probably best not to even mention it.
Well, now that you started, look, we're trying to get to the bottom of this. We're trying to help everyone out here. You got something for us.
Well, William Carrington, older brother of Mary here, has been studying the local area and its folklore. Might be useful, but it'd be a drive out to the university.
Any other siblings we should know about?
Just the two, I'm afraid. I don't think either parent has had any involvement with Miskatonic other than generous donation here or there.
You say that, and then you start digging into their history. You find out they've had some sordid affairs.
We
with
haven't done
kids.
anything wrong, Mary will cut in. My parents are wealthy. We've been wealthy for generations. That's really it.
Rich people do weird things. No offense.
Some taken, actually.
Dr. Brighton,
Yes.
if you would write us a note to recommend us to William to introduce us. I have a piece of paper here. It's note number 2.
Absolutely.
Oh,
He'll write
this.
on the back. And, yes, well, why don't you stay a while? Don't need landlady getting suspicious of anything. If you leave too quickly, she might suspect you've done us in.
Oh, look, the room's opened up after all.
And I'll say before we hit a quick break here, he'll go over the journal. He'll go over rather and start writing into a journal, taking some pages here and there, and just kind of observing, in the interactions, and it will slowly warm up to all of you. It doesn't ever come up in a friendly way to any of you, but it does seem to gravitate around Alfred. I'll include some things that you see in the journal if someone wants to read that, and a drawing of the creature.
Oh,
Tony, did you get any pictures before our guests arrived?
Yes,
No.
yes. Wait, didn't you confirm you snapped a picture?
I did. Oh, I did take one picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That set it off the first time.
Yes. So, who wants to read this last bit here before we hit break?
The creature is about the size of a kitten with some similar bone structure, but for the fact that it often stands on its hind legs, allowing its forelegs and elongated arms to dangle forward. Claws on all 4 feet appear to be a cross between non-retracting cat claws and human hands. That's messed up. Growing from complex bone structure and musculature on its back are bat-like wings. Seen a bat like that before. Its head is reminiscent of that of the horse. Say so. With the vicious fangs in its mouth and barbed horns behind the eyes dispel further similarity. Its skin rough and reptilian but not scaly. In other words, the skin has the texture of scales but not scales. Who writes like this?
The professor. And I assume if the plan is to go fetch William, you can all get in your car and begin driving into the night. It'll probably take you, probably have to stop and catch a little bit of snooze on the way, or rotate. But you can probably reach Miskatonic University or the area around the night, grab William in the morning, and come back.
Stop and grab some clams on the way.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. But either way, we are going to take a quick break here as we do some traveling. Let me put y'all back over here and over here. We will be right back. But before I go, a quick note and reminder, you should take care of your body. So, why don't you go ahead and replenish any liquids, all the things you might have expended during the course of this show. And we'll be doing the same. Stretch your muscles. Make sure your bones are not interconnected. My goodness. Your body's a wonderful thing with so many valuable parts. Why don't you keep a close eye on it for me while we're gone. Anyway, we're going to take a quick one. We'll be right back. Hope to see you there. Because if you're not, I'll be sad. And other things. So. I know, this is just the whole stream now. I know we're back live.
What a
Hey.
nice peaceful scene.
Welcome to Cthulhu Vibes.
Welcome back,
Lost
everybody. We are, well, damn. I'm really glad you could rejoin us. We're back. We have more horrors to expend upon your mind as it absorbs it like the spongy little sponge it is. Anyway, we join our investigators early the next morning, pulling into Miskatonic University. a hallowed institution. Or haunted. Hard to tell. Either way, you are given a dorm room for the older brother, William Carrington of Mary. I assume you head there?
That's the plan, right?
I mean, you don't have to, but
I'm giving them the unofficial tour because I not only studied there, but I worked there for a while.
absolutely. And you do your best tour guiding towards the rooms. You do find his lodgings. Give a solid out the door.
Now, the best way to sneak out of this building for drinks at night was definitely down the back. The ivy is very sturdy.
And someone you don't recognize, even those who have worked with the Carrington family. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for. I forget the character's name.
Oh, that's a shame.
William.
Jason forgot. Oliver would remember.
William
William
Carrington.
something.
William. Ah, yes, we're looking for William Carrington, a student.
Oh, he's my roommate, but well,
And they
the
were
police
roommates.
just asked for him to come with him to the asylum.
Was he
Just
back?
now?
Seriously?
No, it seems one of his family members has just been in some sort of terrible accident.
Ooh.
I only caught bits and pieces. I didn't want to, intrude, but he looked quite distraught. They were taking her to Arkham Sanitarium. It's just a short ways down, actually. We do some studies. The university does. I don't, but he writes down some instructions for what clearly is the general direction. Sanitarium. I'm real sorry about that.
You don't think it was his sister, do you?
I wouldn't know. I didn't.
I wonder if that sulfur got her. How are you
we're
feeling,
all
Oliver?
I'm feeling hale and hearty. Scratches the lacerations itch, certainly, but otherwise I'm fine.
Can I
What
take a
about-
close look at the scratches?
Sure, I roll my sleeve up.
Yeah. Should I roll first aid?
If you want.
Dr. Goodman, would you care to have a look as well?
I'm going to, but only because I'm now slightly worried about your health.
No, I'm not gonna roll for the rest of the game. Everything I do is a
Jesus, mother-
failure.
Fuck.
Definitely broke the skin.
It's so many. It's so
Failure,
red.
failure.
And wait, no. It's either just
I'm
a lot of
trying to-
red or a lot of green, and there's never in between. It's straight red or straight green.
I mean, it burns a little, I'm not gonna lie.
The asylum, sanitarium.
Yeah, same thing. Just, you send people there, they're sick, they get better, they come back. Same thing.
Well, I mean, actually, if you want to hear a bit about my dissertation, it might not be the best way to heal them. In fact, the treatment of mentally, and at that point, I assume somebody with common sense closes the door
Yep.
before you get pieces from a senior.
Turning away.
Actually, you kind of have to drag Oliver away. He finds it fascinating.
Yeah.
Because, Granny is looking at my arm. She just kind of pulls me off to one side.
I feel really badly, so I've probably made the scratch worse.
It's not
Just a
ideal,
sight.
but it doesn't seem like it's infected or anything. Anyway, you make your way up the road, which is a short ways, towards a sanitarium.
So, way to talk about the odds of this happening? Another family member being mixed up in this?
Disturbing we don't know what family member, since we left two of them
There's only one
hail and whole
left.
yesterday.
Older brother? Younger brother? I don't remember.
I believe there were only the two children, our patron and her husband, who is often away and on business. Was I mistaken?
Just feels like it always comes back to them. Like there's just something there they don't want people to know.
Well, I mean, people of a certain means do demand privacy, rightly so.
I
You
don't
know
know
how
the
they-
meaning of the word.
Well, the rumor mills, how people like to talk and gossip.
That's actually the name of the paper that I worked at before they let me go.
The Boston talk and gossip?
The rumor mill. Anyways, lead on.
Odd that the police wouldn't show up. No? I mean, Tony, you would be more familiar with the procedures of police agencies than I would, given your profession. Does
The
that
rich
seem
people
strange to
pay
you?
them to go places or to not go places, and then that's it. But at least someone paid them to not show up.
So
Seems as
normally I
though-
think it'd be orderlies that would take someone to the asylum, no? Not policemen. Unless we didn't ask if William was being violent. I mean, no, he didn't know. It's just, I don't know.
Well, let's
You
go
guys
ask
can
them.
walk into the asylum. Yeah, you're right
Yeah.
there. Let's go find out.
Bust through the doors. Very quietly and gently and respectfully.
Right into a cell.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. You're here.
Dr. Goodman, perhaps you should take the lead.
Do I even really have to? Because right now, it doesn't seem like a great idea to do anything, but apparently so, and I'll take the lead.
All right. Yeah, you have reception right there. You can ask.
What was his name again?
William.
We know it's a
William.
Carrington, but we don't know which.
So
Hey,
I brought William here.
Doc, work your magic. Get us into the room.
Okay. I'll
Don't
go up to
use
the
the gun.
reception. I'm not gonna use the fucking gun. Yet. I'll go up to the reception and I'll go, hi, my name is Dr. Benjamin Goodman. I'm here to see one of my patients.
Dr. Goodman, I don't believe you have a patient here.
From out of network. I was specifically asked by their spouse to come check in on them.
And who is your patient?
William, I can't pronounce last names. Carrington.
William
Fucking
Carrington
dyslexia.
is one of our patients.
Man, did I misread an entire situation? The fuck?
I mean, you might have lied when you really don't have to, which seems like a theme for your character, which I'm not going to judge.
I lied because I can.
It's more like lie because I vastly misread and misunderstood what was happening.
Yeah, they brought William
Um,
here to see a family member, but we weren't.
My
sure
bad.
if you remember.
Yeah, sorry.
Was-
I'm here to check it out. My apologies.
I think it was James
I'm-
that maybe misunderstood.
James misunderstood, and then that just translated into all the wrong shit.
You're good.
But we're gonna go.
from the
But we're
top.
gonna keep going with it.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry. He is one of my patients. However, I needed to speak with him about private matters. And I knew he would be here.
His colleagues told us that he was down here visiting someone. And it's kind of important.
Yes, the Carrington girl. She's just been brought in.
Yeah.
Follow me. And she'll lead you down to a not a serious holding cell, but very clearly it's partial medical ward, where you will see a young man who, again, those of you familiar with the family would know to be William Carrington, standing next to what appears to be a very badly hurt Mary, who, just yesterday
Yeah.
was in good spirits. She appears to be on a heavy sedative, lying in bed and kind of eyes flickering in and out of consciousness. William will get up and stand as he recognizes, Dr. Goodman, Grenier. Did Mother send you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know how any of this happened. I have to.
Just
They called that apparently there had been some kind of break-in, a room she was staying in Arkham, and I don't even know why she was there.
Was she struck? I'll go over to Mary and I'll carry over her.
She's very much still in and out of consciousness.
Are there any visible wounds?
Oh, she looks like she got pushed around real hard. Like, if a bus didn't hit her, it was a bus-shaped thing.
I'm gonna turn to William and just be like, okay, I'm gonna do my initial exam and give her a good look over to see if I can diagnose or see their level of treatment as of right now. I then need you to tell me anything you know about her whereabouts. You said she was in Arkham, but if you could think of any reason why she would be over there, for any reason.
Doctor, you know why she was in Arkham. You literally just saw her there.
I'm so fucking tired. No, it's so good to get this guy's fucking side.
I
All right, you know what?
figured
Fuck this. I think it's smart to get his. Maybe he knows something.
Was playing both sides, trying to get some information out of old William here.
No, I just think it's a smart idea to see if he could accidentally spill some beans.
Exactly.
Okay. In that case,
that
you're
being
free
said,
to do
I am more worried about her health.
Sure,
So-
make me a medicine or a first aid check.
Fucking, which one's better?
Assuming we can get some green
First
in the
aid.
chat.
Oh, we're gonna go first aid.
Nope.
Can
94.
I try?
94. Yeah, you're.
Oh man, she's hurt. I fucking man,
looks hurt,
that's some
but-
injury.
It's hard to tell whether it's being treated correctly without doing further diagnosis.
It was
damn it.
definitely bus-shaped.
Yeah. Well, it looked like
I
she got
just-
knocked around really badly. And that's all you can
Whatever did this had the strength of like a train, but if the train was a lot smaller.
William
and
will
was
start going
square.
through his account. He goes, I don't know why she was in Arkham. I mean, I blame myself.
Was Dr. Bryden with her when she was brought in?
I don't recall. I remember Dr. Bryden. It's one of the people Mary talked about when we were. Oh God.
What about the other student who's real?
I'm not
Trust.
familiar with the student she'd be seeing. We didn't talk a lot about that. She was always. She could have gone to Harvard, Grania. She was
said
good
that when she
enough.
recovers.
Because she went to Miskatonic because she wanted to be like her older brother. Stupid.
Maybe this is a good impetus to change her mind. I'll leave the room and ask.
Miskatonic is a
Dr.
fine
Bryden's
university, young man.
It's not. It's not Harvard. It's good for my folklore interests, but Mary was too eager to follow my footsteps. She had a whole
Dr.
life she
Goodman.
could have made for herself.
Interesting you said whatever did this was very strong. Obviously, would you say strong enough to smash a statue?
Hey, Dr. Goodman.
I fucking failed, but I could try again.
No, it's fine. You have no idea, which is fine.
It's literally just like, look, I've been failing non-fucking stop tonight.
We
all
all
right, so
have.
it's just like, it's yeah.
Some
So it's
sulfur
literally just
fumes.
like, hypothetically, she could have just gotten mauled by a really bad cat, or she survived World War One in its entirety, all at one time. So you know what? Like,
was the Western Front.
exactly.
As Flanders bleeds, so does she. She is the land. Anyway, so it's at that point you'll start to get a little bit of flicker of consciousness from Mary, and William will absolutely depart from any further questioning to get by her side. I'm sorry. She's finally coming awake. I've been desperate to hear any information about what had happened.
Of course.
The police just brought me here, but all the there's no journalists or anything. The actual reports, whatever. But Mary will eventually. Where am I? Oh God.
You're in the hospital.
God, Carl, where's Carl? Where's Alfred? Where's the thing?
That Dr. Bryden?
Yes, Dr. Bryden.
What happened?
And she starts, like, you see mental effort putting into recalling this. So it was around 10 p.m. You know, we'd been watching it and observing it, and you had all gone. Gods, you were there, but you weren't. You left. 10 p.m. It got very excited, chirping and squawking, and wanted to get out of Bryden's hands, and the doctor refused to let him go. It got really loud. We got worried someone was going to call the landlady or even the police, but oh gosh, I wish they would have. And she starts to cry quietly, and William will be like, "That's fine, Mary. You don't have to say anymore. You're okay. Just give yourself time to recover." And she'll shake her head and just, "No, it's okay."
The more you
See,
give
that
us,
was-
the more that we can help.
And that was when the window exploded. There's just no other word for it. I fell back onto the bed and covered my face since there were glass everywhere. And I pulled my hands away, only to see this huge black-winged demon put a hand on Carl and Dr. Bryden's shoulders and wrap around the other around his head and just... Oh God. Oh God. God! She pulls her knees up to her chest and begins to hug herself, rocking back and forth. And then Alfred, stupid, dear Alfred, he ran at the thing. Didn't even pause. It reached his bloody claws for it and punched through his chest like paper. Wrenched out his insides. Oh dear God, it can't be happening. Carl! And she clearly begins to have an episode. At that point, another orderlies and doctors will come in and begin applying a heavy sedative and motioning for you all to leave, including William, who is like shocked by all this. I actually need you all to make sanity checks.
I was in the room to hear this, right?
If you didn't leave the room, absolutely.
I got
I'd love
another
to,
3.
Okay, if you succeeded, you're fine. If you failed, 4 more sanity.
I failed by a lot.
Spencer.
Hi.
Turk.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the lowest you can get your sanity?
0.
0? Mm-hmm. Okay. I've lost a lot tonight.
Oh, so did you say you hit your breaking point?
I started the session with 38, and now I'm down to 30.
Oh, I'm down to
Okay.
28.
Keep
Let
fucking
me
failing.
let me look at something real quick on your sheet.
I'm asking for like, normal reasons.
Down to
Uh,
30, you're fine. It's just, I will say, I think it's a fifth of 38. So, yeah, no, you're over your, wait,
Well, if
1.5.
I get down to 7, then yeah, then I go nuts.
What
So,
the fuck's the math here?
so yeah, you know,
So lost.
you basically, you're breaking point now. You've hit a breaking point. I need you to make an intelligence check.
I'm down to 28 from 35. Would I also need to make that check?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Fucking shell. That's a failure.
Which is good.
You want to fail this one.
You want to fail
Oh,
this one.
great.
So,
I succeeded by a lot.
yeah, you succeeded by a lot. So in this case, Oliver, you realize this thing is distinctly inhuman, and this thing can kill people. That creature that slashed your arm was just a baby.
Yeah, it'll
A
grow to something that
newborn
can smash
and
Marvel
can
statues.
smash. I'd say your primary objective right now, whether you vocalize it to the group or not, is to destroy this thing no matter the cost to yourself or the world. This cannot continue to exist. It is a threat.
Dr. Goodman. I grab him by the shoulders and kind of shake him in his head.
Yeah,
Do you
because
have any
Dr.
more?
You're still shaking a little bit.
Do you have any more guns?
Let's maybe not talk about things like that inside a place like this and just like pushing them towards the front door.
I grab Oliver by the shoulders. No.
Damn.
I just got the one.
William will meet you outside. Just, I don't know what that was.
You want a chance to find out? You want a chance to see whatever the hell this was that did this to your sister?
I'm sorry. I'm just studying. I've been studying the occult of Miskatonic.
Yeah, you got
Local
a big
lore.
brain up there that knows a whole
Local
bunch of shit.
lore specifically, but there's some details I'd like to look into if you'd help me. It's about the Marsh Wizard.
I would be willing to help you. I have studied some occult matter in my time at Miskatonic.
Did you say Marsh Wizard?
Yes, the Marsh Wizard, or the Arkham Marsh Wizard. There's a book. The name Superstitions and Folklore of Essex County. Marsh Wizard of Ipswich. But I need to confirm. Please, your car. Can you drive me?
Absolutely. Follow me.
Have you,
Grundy, may I have my keys back, please?
Of course.
You picked up your sister's belongings?
She wasn't brought in with any. They're still at the wherever she was staying, I imagine. So
I can afford two belongings.
Two locations right now. There is the Arkham. There's the hotel where Alfred was staying, and Miskatonic University.
We do the brave, smart thing and split the party.
Well, how does
I think
Benjamin
it'll
feel
be one of
about
us has
that?
a car.
We only have one car. Never mind.
Well, we're closer to the university,
Yeah,
so let's go
university.
there first, and then we'll drive out to Arkham. And I'm not paying that horrid woman any more money, though. I will be upfront about that.
You did pay her quite a bit of your current pocket money.
A lot.
I will
While we're
be
riding.
invoicing the Carrington estate for that money.
Can I ask William if Marsh Wizard would be able to summon it?
That's what I want to know and confirm.
Certainly,
You're
it's
going
just
to think
folklore.
most of my mind, but I think this may have to do with I don't even want to say it, a baby demon.
Demons. Maybe. I need to see, so.
What can you tell us?
Because I don't want to tell you something that's wrong. I need the book to confirm my information. Marsh Wizard is a figure of local lore, and I could give you some bits, but I'd rather you also have them, and I want to confirm something before I tell you this is for certain. It could be very well something else.
I'll take his head. Promise me you'll never summon a demon.
Would I summon a demon?
Of a
Just
thing to
promise
ask
me.
someone to.
Don't sass me, young man.
I promise to not summon a demon.
Okay. Close you to it.
Anyway, so who's going to Miskatonic?
Well, I'm
Everyone.
driving.
Yep.
Yep.
Everyone? All right, everyone's going to Miskatonic? All right. You all drive your way on down, and you're quickly brought into the library, in which case, I'm going to need library use rolls. With an advantage, because you have William with you to help point you towards relevant sections.
Advantage.
Or the
Bonus roll.
Bonus die.
So it hit bonus penalty when you go for it.
I don't spend my time in libraries. I'm out in the field doing the real research.
Well, it seems like at the very least Oliver has got it because none of you have otherwise
Yeah.
succeeded.
I am not getting lost in a library ever again.
So, you do find a book. The Marsh Wizard, quote unquote, is the boogeyman used by area parents going back as far as 200 years. The disappearance of people and livestock over the years has been credited to the Marsh Wizard. Over the years, reports and newspaper stories say the police have been searching the swamps but never found anyone or anything. If the Marsh Wizard is real, his lair remains a mystery. And then as you're looking through the book, William will kind of flip towards a back page and... Oh, God. This thing makes my blood run cold. Do you think that could have been what she was describing? But if you'd like to read this section here.
Absolutely. I will read it. The infamous Marsh Wizard of Ipswich has been haunting Essex County for centuries, according to many local accounts. Evidence of his existence goes back to at least the 18th century, where accounts of disappearing cattle and people were associated with the Marsh Wizard. Such accounts include the notion that the wizard had a demon familiar, as the flapping of giant wings was reported on more than one occasion. Tales grew more and more outlandish over time, with some claiming that the Marsh Wizard had a dragon-like steed that he used to ride the night skies and terrorize local residents. The illustration below is an artist's interpretation of testimony given by a young man named Andrew Lehman, who claims to have seen the wizard riding the beast over the salt marshes one night in 1906. And then we look at I show the illustration to the gang. It certainly does bear a certain resemblance to the tiny creature we saw.
That's ugly as hell.
demon.
You tell me that thing's real?
Well, the creature is. I don't really believe in wizards or other boogeymen. But certainly the animal is real. We've seen it. I've held it in my arms. Well,
What would a wizard on a demon back want to break a statue for?
To get to the eggs.
They weren't in the statue.
I mean, we're assuming that A, there ever was a wizard, and B, that wizard still has control of said creature.
Is this new estate built on the bog? On the marsh?
The house is nearby, yes. It's in Essex County, so...
Well, for Felicity, thank you so much for the raid. We heckin' love you.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, the thing, the statue, it had eggs added to it or whatever. I don't think if this thing exists, that it cares about history. It probably looked at that thing Bashed it on the ground.
Yes, I feel like it just saw a opportune place to lay its clutch of eggs, and took it. Obviously, that would explain if it flies why it left no imprints in the flowers around the statue.
That's a good point.
If it can punch a hole through a man, it can certainly slam hard enough into a statue to snap it.
William, is there anything in there about how to get rid of it? Like do iron or doesn't like it when you salt?
I'm sorry, the study of local folklore doesn't actually usually give credence to the existence of these things.
There's usually something in these stories about how to ward the thing off.
It's typical nature-based warning kind of mythology. A simple matter of not being near it would be seen as sufficient means of deterring. Not to go into the bogs late at night, which is generally good advice.
Well,
We should call the house and tell them to take the eggs out of the cellar.
I can go and talk to Mother about that, but where do we put them?
Not in the house.
It's gonna stink to high heaven. I recommend a gas mask, but take a hammer and smash them all.
boy, I don't know
Sorry.
about that. Look,
Why
this
don't
thing's
I
like
go and make sure they're taken care of until you figure out what's going on here?
this thing's like a bat, right? Like Mary heard
like
a
a-
big screech and some screaming, like that echolocation thing. How do you?
Oliver, show him your arm. It's real. It scratched him. Remember the baby demon? That.
It's a big
That's
bat
the.
thing.
Nah.
How do you keep bats away?
Tennis rackets.
If this thing is real, we're not fighting it. That thing's horrific. Did we just put on a record and just start screeching some music at it? I don't.
Maybe it'll think it's a mating call.
It must have a nest. Something that large doesn't just sleep in a tree.
I'm
Yeah,
going to get home. The Andrew Lehman might very well still be alive, or where she was. You're investigators. I'm sure the police would let you in.
Don't go die.
I'm not going to go die. I'm just going to make sure those eggs don't get into any more trouble.
You know who dies first? The people that say, "Oh, I'm not gonna go die."
Mary's friends died first.
Okay, second. That's not any better. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
If there's any trouble, I don't know. I'll give Mary's place a ring? Or no,
Don't go alone. How about that? Take someone with you.
you only have one car.
It's true.
Go to college and not have a car. We're rich.
I'll pay for somebody to drive me. It'll be no trouble. The house has plenty of workmen there. I won't be alone. Be fine.
Oh, do you?
And he'll depart. So, where are you all gonna go?
We go check out the scene of the murder.
Sure.
Or do we try to find the house in the marsh?
Well, you'd have to look up Andrew Lehman.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm
Also-
who's Andrew Lehman again? The wizard?
Fuck going anywhere near like water, so fuck going towards the marsh.
I
Maybe
mean,
it's allergic to clams too.
could we look up
Nope.
this Andrew fellow? What a weird name,
Would
though,
that be
but-
something we could find in the Miskatonic U library? More information on this Lehman, or that would be like a Hall of Records kind of thing.
It'd be a Hall of Records, but Miskatonic would probably have some local. Would have an address book you could probably find.
All right, I will
At
look.
the very
for,
least, at the University Post Office.
I will look for that then. Do you need another library roll?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. I look
I'm
what
the
I
only
have
one to
done.
ever have a revenge library roll in the history of Cthulhu.
I built my whole character just to spite
Just
you
for
because I
libraries.
lost in a library once. No, you do get the address for Andrew Lehman. She needs to be,
All right.
you know, in Essex County, so not too far from everything. So you can all jump in the car and head there right now.
Yeah.
Let's check out this lead, and then we can decide where we're going from there.
And if he's dead, then did we run away real fast?
Well, rather, he did move a bit of a ways out to Kingsport. Sorry.
Smart
Oh,
move.
it's
Moving away from the
Kingsport.
bog.
It's beyond Arkham, so going there and back would be another day.
Oh. We're gonna come back and everyone's gonna be dead.
We'll never get paid. Question. When we were in that room originally, did it hide from the light? Or did it hide from us playing around?
It didn't like the flash. I don't know if that's just because it was suddenly a very bright light in its face, or if it was just being light that it didn't like. No clue.
It might be just self-conscious about being photographed too.
That could
I
be
don't
it. Did we take a whole day to go out and talk to this Andrew character?
Do you think he has a phone?
Dr. Goodman. I get the
Yes.
feeling you've dealt with things like this before, judging by your reactions. What do you think we should do?
Look, I'll be honest in the sense that shit's fucked in layman's terms. Look, I'm no fan of going anywhere near the water or like marshes. I've the last group of people I went with, well, they died to a weird creature, and I don't think I could handle any more of that. In all honesty,
Alright. Now we'll stay away from the water.
Look, we know that it came back to claim its baby. It's gonna want Leader Lakes.
Yeah,
Then
I was
maybe our
thinking
best
more of we set up trap potentially.
use the eggs as
Maybe
bait.
lure it. Exactly.
we got about 30 pounds of dynamite.
No,
What does the Miskatonic University Research Lab have? We're here. We might as well steal some shit.
300 tons of D&D. Of
Yeah.
TP.
Indeed.
Would you like to try and steal from the Miskatonic supplies?
No,
Well,
we'll
I mean,
sign it out with the proper
liberate.
authority.
What are you trying to sign out? Because none of you are staff or students
Yeah, or chemists.
or
So-
chemists.
Explosive.
What
Oh
was
yeah,
the
no.
roommate's
Yeah, they
dissertation about again? Would the roommate have access?
Oh, the roommate's dissertation was on the what seemed to be what you can get. It's the unfair treatment, or rather, the inhumane conditions of insane asylums.
Oh,
least progressive.
he doesn't have dynamite.
Let's go talk
Probably
to
a
this
communist.
Andrew fella. Might give us a better idea of what we're dealing with.
Are you feel that the delay would be worth the investment?
What are we gonna do here? Okay. All that we
Well,
have
the
left
doctor's
here.
idea of heading back to the Carrington house and setting up a trap is more
We're
I
gonna
think
direct.
it's
go
just-
back empty-handed, right?
Look,
Granier?
Technically, we have our answer.
We have a picture of something and a vague description from a very traumatized young lady.
We have a set of information and a theory which fits the facts. We can choose to act on it, or we can choose to not act on it.
Well,
I'm
I'm a
I-
fact finder. I like to get all the facts. But if you think we got
the
enough,
The issue is if we hypothetically spend another day, maybe potentially even 2, we could return. The entire Carrington line had then been wiped out.
yeah, but what are
No,
we gonna do
everybody
if
dead.
they get under attack? I'm not gonna fight that thing.
We could, I do. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I have a very stupid question. I can't remember if phones exist in this time.
Yes.
There are phones. There's
When
only
was-
landlines.
Yeah.
Big-
And they're prone to failure.
March 7th,
Are there,
1876 was the first telephone. So
Yeah,
Technically
they'd be
popular.
operator switchboards, so it's not
So
like
the switchboard could connect us if we have a name and we have a city.
theoretically,
want
but
to
you'd be
try
calling a
and
house that
call-
hasn't been set up yet.
Country. Well, maybe, perhaps, if we're not going back to the state, we should call and say the eggs are going to blow up and fill the house
Well-
with sulfur.
William is heading back to take care of that.
Yeah, and I don't
Did
think
he
they're gonna
believe us?
phone anyways. They're sitting on an empty construction site.
fair.
Hey, I
What
trust
is
you,
the
Doc.
plan?
If you think that we need to go back, lay a trap, I'm with you. Let's do it.
I think that's the smartest decision.
All right.
Yeah.
Just take care of it. We have plenty of information, in my opinion.
Do you think, Granier?
We need to know more about your demons. That thing came in and it rips those men to shreds. It didn't touch Mary. I mean, it touched Mary, but it didn't kill her.
One was
Why?
holding the baby and one was not.
Yeah.
One attacked
were
it
not.
and the other did not.
Nah.
Alfred went up into its face. I think it just wanted its baby back.
I think you're right.
We also can't let that thing make more of itself.
So yeah, we go back, get those eggs out of there, dump them in a river or something. Job's done.
I feel that's only the first part of the job.
Yeah, it's the thing about a plan. It evolves. Let's go.
All right. Back to the Carrington house then.
All right. You all make your way back to the Carrington house.
At unsafe speeds.
Driving roll, please.
To find a police cordon.
Oh.
William is also being stopped, and Mrs. Carrington is with him in what appears to be a further crime scene.
In the middle of the road.
3 of them, who are watching over the site, has been vandalized. You can all see. One of them is dead by the cellar door. One is oh gosh. One is the cellar door, one is at the foot of the scaffolding, and one's been impaled on top of the scaffolding, on top of the scaffolding, on the very top of the house. So this is obviously going to be a sanity check.
Yeah.
Those have been going so great so far.
A 2.
It's going to be just 1 for those who succeed. I'm seeing. All right, there we go.
An extreme success.
1. But this is only going to be 3, not 5, to all of you because it's a D3.
For everyone at home,
I actually
those of us
think
that succeeded got a 16 and a 2. Those of us that failed got a 98 and a 99.
This game's stupid.
What? You say there's a police cordon?
I think we're
There is a police cordon. They cordoned off the area around the cellar, to which it appears that there's been several heavy blows brought against it, but no entry.
One of us has got to
No
get down
entry.
there, see if those eggs are still there.
It doesn't appear that there's been any entry into the cellar. It looks like, honestly, kind of like a big fist.
and it's locked.
Non-retractable cat claws.
Like that big metal door's closed.
It's still closed, yes.
Yes, it seems to have withstood the assault.
Let's go.
I will go down. Yeah, I'll head down and open the door.
Oh, I'm sorry, we can't allow you in here.
Oh, it's all right. We got permission from the family.
Regardless of Mrs. Carrington's permission or not, this is a crime scene.
Yeah, we're here. We're investigating.
Yes.
You are not a member of the police. You understand. I can't let you in.
May I speak with you, officer?
What was that?
We obviously no information has officially been released to the public, correct?
This is a developing case, yes, but it's connected to a
Yes,
possible
so-
string of other attacks.
Exactly. 2 other dead men in Arkham. We have a strong suspicion that it has to do with a theft from an item that's in that cellar. Which
Then
is
I
why we're
suggest you
trying
make
to-
a statement to the captain over there.
Hmm. So she does. No, she doesn't, because she would ask everyone else. So we're not going to look in the cellar.
We will. But right now, we're cording off the area and getting the bodies sorted through.
Hmm.
But whatever's in there is of import. Miss Carrington has provided a full inventory to the best of her information. And once we have that, we'll try and match that up against any remaining things that are within.
Hmm. I'll look to the others and I'll pull the note out. Kind of wave it like, should I give them the note?
Would telling them the truth help us?
Ooh,
We're just gonna seem
excellent
crazy.
question. Try and sell them that. Yeah, go ahead. Interdimensional
Actually,
space
never
demon.
mind. I forgot. No. No. Not about the daemon. About the stolen property. To make them go into the center faster. Never mind. I think that was no.
I mean, we could couch it as just an animal attack of a
Well, it says it
previously
thinks it's gonna
unknown
hatch.
animal.
On that note.
Are
Yeah.
there windows?
The cellar? No.
Just
No,
like those
it's
little
kinda like a-
like really like thin like mailbox slits with like bars on it, kind of barely stick up above ground.
I feel like it's more like a root cellar.
Well, there is exactly probably like 1 or 2,
Yeah, for light and air.
but it's all being cordoned off. The front door, at least. And there are police. What's the move?
Just my hat. I would love to just get up real close and whisper to everyone, just in a close proximity. Just ask if you all can create a distraction, because I'm kind of good at sneaking.
Doctor, now's the time for that gun.
All right.
I mean,
What's that?
I've got a
What's that over
40 in
there?
fast talk.
What's
Does
that?
anyone have a good score in fast talk?
I have 15.
15.
Look, if you actually start yelling that, I have such a bad idea. It'll work, but
Do
it's
it.
a bad
Do it.
idea.
Do it.
What is it?
Do it.
It's just I start reaching my hand into my coat and just be like, just fucking yell it.
I'm
sorry,
gonna try
what?
to.
Brisket?
I'm gonna try to fast talk the cop. I think.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
What? No, 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 no. Yeah, like good intentions and everything. What the fuck are you two doing over there? I hear like
If
Gran.
you choose, yeah, if she chooses to actually yell that, I'm going to like pull out my gun and start firing just into the general region and be like, I think I see something, and just like fucking chase after it, just fucking unloading.
In the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you make me a dodge if you'd like to avoid getting tackled by police officers?
I
If
would
the-
love
if
to
the
try
officers-
to stealth.
You should make a stealth check.
Hard success.
Yeah, you keep making a break for it.
Success.
And yeah, you've slipped away from the general consensus of the general eye of the those gathered here. Because
There's no
at this
way that was
point,
supposed to work.
at this point, Grania, you are being like held and as a this woman is going insane. She needs to be institutionalized, or like this woman is clearly having a fit. And then Dr. Goodman, they are chasing after you, screaming for you to put down the gun, or they'll shoot. So yeah,
I want to stare in the window, see if everything is down there like I remember.
Officers, take it easy on him. He has shell shock.
If not possible, try to get to the door, get it open, and get inside.
you can confirm that everything's there through the window, but you can make me another stealth check to try and get inside because it was an old creaky door and it has now been viciously punched in.
I will spend that luck.
You will spend. Oh, that's not a 13 luck. Isn't terrible.
Yeah.
About
Down
half of what I got left.
to- That's 25.
But you can get to the door. But as you start to creak it open, a regular success may or may not be enough. You can push the roll, which means you'd roll again,
Oh,
looking for a hard success. But
Yeah.
the consequences could be worse.
what could be worse than the entirety of the team about to be arrested and thrown into jail?
Well, I mean, I don't know about myself. I'm sort of just standing
I
there.
think you're guilty by proximity.
Is this going to be the one game I don't kill anyone, y'all just get yourselves incarcerated and institutionalized?
I mean, hey, we technically wouldn't have died.
Yeah,
That's all
It's
that matters.
arguably a fate worse than death to be in that asylum.
I'll push the roll.
Yeah.
All right, push it.
Real good. I'm gonna add that luck back.
Yeah, take the luck back. 13. You get
So we're
13 luck
up
back.
to 38.
Jeez Louise.
Just
That's a
success.
regular.
Yeah.
So what you're looking to do is beat half of 45.
Can I add luck
So-
to that roll?
Yes.
Which would
Let me. You want to get yourself down to where's my reference table? Here we go. Your score is a 45. You're looking for 22. Yes.
I need to spend 10.
10 luck, please.
Beautiful. Down to 28.
Can you donate some? Can you donate some on my luck since technically we're in on this
22.
together?
No.
I wasn't 38 and I just spent 10.
Granier and the doctor are making a considerable racket too.
Mhm.
That's true. And that's why you can make the roll in the first place.
Yeah.
So you are able to sneak into the cellar. The rest of the eggs, probably a bit more than you can carry just in your hands, are there.
Do they fit up through that window?
You could try, but you know they're not exactly actually stone.
If they don't seem like they would easily slip out onto the grass, no. Not gonna just grab what I can and immediately try to get back out and rejoin the other.
I say you can rejoin Oliver here.
Yeah, I guess
with,
just
with, with, with like
Oliver.
a handful of like 3 eggs. They are, yeah.
Shoving
we
them
should smash
into
them.
his hands.
Mm,
Not like
Oliver.
squishing them. Just
yeah.
like
No. I know.
placing them
But
over.
Oliver, hey, remember?
I'm gonna smash that fucking egg.
You hand it to him, and Oliver, you just
Right
can
there.
you can consciously take up and throw it down
Yeah.
onto the ground, and the entire area begins to again fill with a terrible smell of
I
sulfur.
hate you. I hate you so much.
If
Why do
nothing
I...
else, it'll scare the cops off.
Jeez.
It won't. It will draw attention to you, or
I'm
rather,
I'm reaching for another egg.
I'm gonna act like Ollie just hit me.
yeah. All right. So I will say, after some effort, Dr. Goodman, if you'd like to eventually slow your roll, unless you're just gonna run into the woods.
There's a new swamp wizard in town, yo.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that real quick?
Are you done running? Are you
No.
just gonna keep running into? You can run yourself out of this game right now. If you just keep running
Then
in the
never
swamp,
mind.
one of
I'm
two
not.
things will happen. You will either evade the police successfully, or lead them on a long enough chase, they're gonna incarcerate you. Just for the effort.
Okay, then I'm gonna stop before I get arrested.
Okay. You are restrained and brought back with the rest of the group. And in the confusion, I assume, Tony, you can kind of squirrel away those eggs into a car or something.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Now, I'm going to highlight this next thing so we don't get stuck here for too long. The Carringtons are going to identify you all as staff members who have had a very rough time of looking into things. William will put his personal neck out to like say you're all good, just very easily spooked. And the police will say, yeah, we'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And go back to cordoning off the area. This is very clearly your last lifeline with law enforcement. Your names are going down on lists. So, like, don't expect tickets to the police commissioner's ball anytime soon. Or getting out of any speeding tickets.
Ball and chain, best they can do for us.
Great distraction, Doc. Maybe could have toned it down just a little.
You said to distract. I'm not very good at being normal with distractions. All right, She said, "Hey, look at something over there." Figured that would get attention.
Okay, so before
Tony,
my
we have
best
to
friend in
destroy
the
those
world,
eggs.
Ollie here, goes crazy again.
we have to destroy those eggs.
Yes, but we destroy them when we have the trap set up. We don't destroy them here.
Alright, just one more.
Maybe we, get out of the general region before we start
Yes,
smashing.
Yes, thank you.
Well,
Alright.
we know the Carringtons are alive. We know we can't get back in the house. Why don't we go find not the wizard, but the wizard man, Andrew?
The witness.
We've got nothing
Yeah.
else to do. What are we
Okay,
gonna? We're gonna punch the demon? We have nothing to bring the trap. We have no trap
The doctor
just
has a
have bait.
rather large gun.
against a demon.
Well,
One.
An animal,
How many
at
bullets
least.
do you have left?
Yeah, Doctor, first off, what gun did you have on your person? It's just a pistol, right?
It's a great question.
I believe it's
Hold on.
just a pistol.
45, though, right?
45 revolver.
Yeah. I remember it was a 45. It was a big dog.
Yes, that's not an insignificant gun. So yeah. Still, you have fired a few shots. You probably only have a pack on you, so we'll assume you have one more solid reload.
I'll take it.
All right, you have.
Well, I
Let's
have.
call it 8 bullets left.
I'll take 8 bullets. I have 8 bullets left.
Now that we have the
Theoretically, we
eggs,
should only need the one.
we take this over to this Andrew fella. See what he says.
You'll probably say, get those friggin' eggs away from me.
Probably. But
How did he survive seeing it, though?
yeah, he'll have to
is
help
what
He
we
us
saw
need
this
it
to
time.
well
find
enough
out.
to draw a picture. How'd he survive?
That is what
Only one way to find out.
ascertain.
Not to rush you all along, but you want to get in the car
You
and
say
drive out
Oh,
to
yeah.
Kingsport or not?
We're in the
Finally,
Yeah, we're
car.
bombing.
Now we're there.
We're bombing down the road. We are
All right.
not even stopping for one.
Given that you drove to the house first, it will take you the rest of the day just to be on your way, and then at I'd say around noon the next day, you'll reach the home of Andrew Lehman. Here's tenant building, and you can quickly enter in and find the door.
pound on it a few times. Hey, we got something
Go.
you're interested in.
Go away!
Yeah, you could say that. It's it's something you're really interested in.
Probably not. I don't need any of that.
Promise you it is. Unless you want me to start blabbing your secrets to the neighbors, I'd suggest you open the damn door.
I already know what I'm about.
Well, not
Why do you think
like
I'm living in this dump?
Not like this. By the door.
No.
Look, I'm gonna be
I'm about
real.
to smell a sulfur.
I'm not strong enough to knock this door down.
But
I really need
you
you to
got
just
windows.
open it.
No.
I could be
No, I'm
really
not
annoying.
here. I got earplugs.
Listen, it's flying again and it's laying eggs. You know what we're talking about. We're
The
trying to
hell
stop.
I do? What the fuck are you on about?
You saw it in the swamps in 1902.
You hear like a I am not. Shut up. I don't want to talk about that. All right.
There's an open window.
It's killing people.
On the other side of the building, but like not on the first floor. Got a building.
I want to throw an egg in that window.
No, because that book came out, and now my whole life is fucking ruined. Okay.
Yeah, but people
You
are
take
dead.
whatever story you want to come and try and make fun of me with, and you can shove it up your ass.
What? No.
It's killing people.
People literally
Oh,
dead.
yeah, sure. I'm sure it's killing people. That's what the last book says. We need you for an important investigation. They drive me 40 miles out into the swamp and then just ditch me. Yeah, real fucking clever.
There's 5 people dead.
Oh,
laying-
yeah, there was 10 people last time.
That
It's
was said
laying
about last
eggs.
time.
Oh, it's laying eggs. Yeah, it's opened a portal to another world.
Its skin looks like scales, but doesn't feel like scales.
What to
Fuck
smash
off.
one of these eggs on your door?
It has cat-like paws, but then the.
Wait, are you a fucking poetry circle?
I'm about to smash
We
this
can't
egg on
be.
your door, I swear.
What egg? Don't egg me. Look, I already get enough every fucking Halloween, okay?
We'll pay you for your time.
Make me a fast talk, or charm, or persuade. Give me a social skill. Something
Wait,
other
we
than
get
to
open
lie.
the door. Y'all just like, open the door, or I'm gonna kick it down. Wow.
I specifically
I'm gonna
said
use my hero point. We gotta do something.
I specifically said I am too weak to kick down this door.
Alright, well,
I mean, I could
would you
drive
like to,
fast.
yeah,
on
would
it.
you, well, if someone else is gonna roll, I'm gonna need a explanation of how you're pushing us. Because at this point, it is gonna be a push roll.
We are here because we need your help. You are literally the only person in this world that can help us to stop more people from dying. Please.
The only one who's seen it and lived.
Yes.
And you're gonna pay me?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, someone else can make a roll.
Another
it.
fast talk.
I can do it.
Sure.
My social skills suck.
Is this a push roll, so we need a hard success?
No, you just need a regular success.
Yeah, we're good.
So, the door will pull open slightly. You'll see a lock, and then close and unhitch. And you see what's very clearly a rundown man. Just come inside, and he'll have you all sit down on his shabby couch, and he'll. So, what do you want to know? 20 years ago, so my memory isn't exactly what it used to be.
How'd you get away from him?
I was just on the side of the road. My horse had a stone in its shoe, and was heading to it when it started shaking. And
These other
Shoot.
people that drove you out there and abandoned you, who were they? What did they say they wanted?
Teenagers, assholes, some local kids,
Teenagers.
some local guys who probably got drunk and wanted to go make fun of me because that book came out. Saw my name in it, and now everyone thinks I'm a fucking loony. But I saw it. I was helping soothe the shoe on my horse, and then it came out of there all flapping wings and claws, and some evil-looking guy riding on the back of it, and just zooped through the sky. And took the stone out of there like nothing else, and rode my horse on home.
Oh, and more. When you saw it, the night you saw it, did anyone else die that night?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Hmm.
Did you hear or smell or any details at all?
It was 20 years ago. I saw the thing. It's got some bat wings or something. I remember where I saw it.
Yes.
I
That's
think.
great.
You know, it's a long drive, though. And you already did promise to pay me for my time, and it's, it's a lot of extra
Or are you
time.
gonna come with us?
No, but I'll tell you where it is.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
How much are you
If I have a
offering?
40, if I have a 40 credit,
40 credit, you can have
What's
between
that?
$20 and $98.
You're a housekeeper with better credit than a person that owns
She's
a
been
saving.
saving. She's been working for this
Did say
fancy
it's a
lady
very
and
good
saving
museum.
every penny
That's
for
true.
years.
Pretty low rent.
$40 is like still
That's why I'm kissing Carrington ass.
$20 is still like a couple
40 now?
$100.
Yeah, back in the 20s, $40 is a lot of money.
But it's 40 by their standards, right? Not by ours.
Yeah. 40
So
for
it's what,
them
300
is
or
like
something.
hundreds for us.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have 90 there to lose. Okay. So 30 now, 20 more when we get back if your information is right. And we're leaving this in a loose chase.
No, I want it all up front in case you mentioned people dying. I don't want money owed to me by dead people.
That's $20. You're out then.
So did you give him the money?
Take it from the first part. True to my word.
I want the whole thing.
You haven't given us the whole thing.
We want the information and we want to come back alive.
Right. Give me a map. He gets like a travel guide and points to what seems to be an area out in the salt marshes.
Yeah.
Right around here. You can have the freaking map.
You just gave like $400.
And then he holds out his hand for the rest of the money.
When we get back,
No, now. Or I say you broke in here.
sure. You come with us? Show us exactly where it is. You can go home after that.
You leave me out in the swamps. I swear. Fine. Fine.
Leave
And
someone
he'll-
in the swamps.
He just seems. Anyway, he's gonna take y'all in the swamps.
No.
Yeah.
You did it.
I'll give him the money in the car.
Which
He's-
one of us is gonna do the sun's getting real low, big guy to the doctor?
I'm
Doc,
not
if
happy.
you-
I don't want to fucking be there.
If you got any sedatives, I'd suggest you take them now.
You got any sodium pentothal, old bean?
Mm, sadly,
Uh.
do not. One time I wish I had cocaine on me.
No, that's the opposite of what we're looking for. We want something more like horse tranquilizers.
So, make your way out to the swamps.
Yep.
Eye out.
Unfortunately.
So it's only a few miles. It actually ends up taking a long time, but location by the time you get there is dark. So it seems to be only a few miles away from Miss Carrington's construction site. But it is a quiet off-road. It's the trees have grown some in the past 2 decades. The area is still recognizable, clearly to Lehman, and he points to where he saw the flying beast and where it was headed. And then also then points to where it came from.
We'll look
Those
for a
ones that
track.
retcon and have got dynamite.
I'm gonna open the trunk of the car and grab a tire iron.
Sure thing. He'll be like, I'm staying in the car. Why don't you
Anyways,
leave the
right here.
keys?
You're gonna drive away and leave us here. You're gonna do the thing that you just.
You're gonna
asked
go
us
out
not
there
to
and
do.
die and leave me stuck in here.
Ollie, it's your car. It's your choice.
How about this? One of you must have at least $10. Huh?
After paying that hag off, that's probably all I got.
I'll pay it.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll give him $10.
No, not yet. When we come back, if you're
Oh.
still here.
If I'm still here, that's really
Not you,
reassuring
him.
right now. Oh,
Not
okay.
you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Look,
Stay
Yeah.
with the car.
We'll leave the keys. There's more money in it for you if you're here when we get back. When we get back.
All right, good.
Got the eggs, Tony?
Oh. Yeah.
Can I carry your camera?
Sure.
And you show me how to make the flash go?
Yeah, it's not a great.
I don't care about the image, just the flash.
All right. Following the direction he pointed it came from, it actually seems to be a bit of an island, just across the little bit of ways from the marsh.
More water,
You do need to cross a small bit of water, but it's only calf deep.
I'm pretty tall. It's about halfway up that for me.
And it's up to my waist.
What are we doing? We have nothing to. We have no trap. We just
Literally
have
nothing.
bait. What are we doing?
The doctor has a gun and I have a tire iron.
Yeah, you just have what the monster wants. You have the bait. You're master baiters. It's just like hard to kill something.
Walk right into that.
I'd like to think we're legendary masturbators. All
What's-
right, we can
what are the
really make
odds-
sure we can get it.
What are the odds that I had a can of gasoline in that trunk too?
I mean, kind of up to you.
I mean, it is the era before there were
a lot of gas pumps. Yes, you
Us-
could probably
yeah.
have extra gasoline in that trunk. Sure.
Yeah, so I will bring that and the tire iron. Just like a little 5-gallon can of gas.
Okay. You can all make me a spot hidden as you're looking around in towards the bog. Dr. Goodman, you would be at a penalty die because water.
Yeah.
That's
Failure.
And it would only get worse.
Still
All right.
failure.
Okay. In that case, some of you can see that in that small island ahead of there appear to be some old huts. They look like shacks from this distance, honestly. But you just need to make your way across it.
The shacks, do they appear to be like something locals would have built, or do they appear to be something from a different culture?
Oh, you'd have to get a lot closer to figure that out.
All right.
I try to not draw
Sploosh, sploosh,
a
sploosh,
ton of
sploosh,
attention to
sploosh.
myself.
Question about drawing attention. It is dark. What are your light sources?
I did say that we wanted to have flashlights.
Flashlights are actually
Lighter?
more likely you'd have a lighter or a lantern. Flashlights are they're good, but they're not very strong during this period.
And they're very large.
Well, no, they're hand sized. The military had like what's effectively just a flash box kind of thing that was always on, but those are gun attachments. Civilian flashlights during this period are kind of like not super great. Lumens aren't super high, so if you wanted good light, you have a lantern. I imagine you might have a flashlight on you if you wanted, but just
I think the lantern would help us out more in the long run with the can of gasoline.
All right.
I have a lighter.
Perfect. So you all begin making your way out to across the island, and bada boop. Can you see yourselves?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
glorious.
There's a map. Shit's getting real.
Why don't you make me a spot hidden?
Always?
For the two of us that succeeded.
Yeah,
in the first one.
everybody. Everybody in this case.
I got a 1.
Wow, I actually failed.
So Oliver, you don't
Hit
see
points.
anything.
I got a 1.
Grania, Anthony, and Dr. Goodman. Oh, no, rather not Dr. Goodman. But Anthony and Grania. You notice an odd symbol on one of the trees that surround these huts. This one here is the one that you particularly see. It's like something's been carved in there. Circular, but with some form of writing within it and strange geometric shapes.
It is a summoning one.
And then you notice a second one on this tree here.
There, you smart folks, you know what this means? Stage
Can,
whisper.
can I make some sort of check? I have history.
Occult.
I have occult.
Yeah, make me an occult check. No idea.
Not one I'm familiar with, I'm afraid. I could probably push that.
That's only 13
13
points
luck.
of luck.
13. What do I got left? Not a lot. I have 26 luck. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll push it.
No.
I'll
Okay,
use
you want
luck.
you want to use the luck. All right, make sure you hit edit mode and spend that luck. 13 down to 13.
Yeah.
It seems to be some kind of it's both a barrier kind of markings, but also kind of meant to indicate it's a protective charm. but it can serve a multitude of purposes. I mean, some of these markings kind of indicate an occlusion, while others indicate, it's like a keep out sign.
Seems to be a ward of some sort, akin to hex symbols farmers would place on their
Right. So we're
barns
safe
to ward
here.
off evil spirits or to trap spirits.
We just shout out. We
Hello.
just ask if anyone's here. Clearly, people have been here.
I don't think that's a great idea, do you?
Y'all can control yourselves, right? You can move around the map.
I
Yes.
can't be.
Yeah,
Well, if we were up on the sigil, where was the first one at?
Oh, here.
Yeah, we'd
Here.
at least be up here.
And then you saw one across the way, across this building here. But as those of you with the light source can see, there is there seems to be a form.
And it doesn't seem. Can we tell if it's moving, or if it's the way it looks on the map?
What's up?
Can we tell if it's moving, or does it?
It
look
doesn't
like
seem to be
someone
moving.
laying down on the
It looks
ground?
like it's laying down on the ground. Yeah.
Doc,
Okay.
you tell if that person's dead.
Let's find out.
I'm just gonna
He
pull out
cocks the
rosary
gun.
beads and the crystals.
Doctor, I see two doctorate holding people approaching there.
That's gonna be me.
Mhm.
On the fucking roll.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of doctor.
Before you can really get a good look at it, you all start to hear a disturbance in the area around you. As Tony, you still looking at those wards?
Yeah?
They appear to glow softly as the three of them have entered in beyond them. And that's when you're going to hear a bubbling literally right next to you.
God, not again.
All of you hear bubbling surrounding you. And the mud and muck begin to pull themselves out and up and form into these strange creatures. Also, let me make this available so you can see what you've all identified thus far. Masked and eyed. Somewhere about midway in nature between the atomic bomb and the archetypes of the collective unconsciousness. These things with claws and terrible things. You can make me a Cthulhu mythos if you'd like. But to look upon them, I also need sanity checks from everybody.
So good at them.
I
have zero mythos.
Success.
I'd like to remind these gentlemen that it didn't attack. If the gentleman didn't attack.
That's another one. Not for me.
Well,
Playing this time.
I did that by accident, but can I use my hero point to make that real?
Absolutely.
Actually, it doesn't matter. I just go nuts, yeah?
What?
Never mind. Never mind.
All right.
I said it, I gotta sit quiet.
Tony and Grania, you're fine. 0 sanity loss. Typical suspects, Oliver and Dr. Goodman. Let's roll a d8 and see what happens.
Oh god.
That's 8 sanity loss. 8 sanity loss.
Good lord.
I need you both to make me. Yeah, I need.
We're going to
both.
find out what 0 sanity looks like.
Oh, absolutely, we will. But I need for now. I need you to make an intelligence check.
Fail it.
And I
Please
want
it.
to fail, right?
Yes.
You
My
want to
intelligence is
fail.
too friggin' high.
You want to fail.
I've only got a 10%
Thank
chance
God.
of failing this roll.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, looks about right.
Curse my brilliant brain.
Dr. Goodman, you comprehend these terrible things, and you're fine. Oliver, two things are going to happen to you. Now, one, you realize you are surrounded on all sides by these things that are spawned from nature. You are going to suffer a fear of, being outdoors. Like in nature, I can't remember the specific one of that. Perhaps someone in chat will look that up or something.
Agoraphobia, I
But it's not
believe called.
it's not agoraphobia, because agoraphobia is just like out amongst people. This is out in nature specifically. Like the great outdoors ain't so great for you, because these things are there and they're terrible. But also, I'm gonna have you freeze up.
Okay. I prefer libraries anyway, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Umbrella says biophobia.
Biophobia, yeah, sure. Biophobia in this case, but I do need everyone to. I'm gonna give you all a turn here, and I'm gonna need you all. You should be able to edit these. Fill in with your dexterity.
My dexterity, hold on. It's not great.
No, I believe you're.
26. Did that work?
Dexterity?
Dexterity, yes.
Okay.
Let me just double check and make sure.
Fill
Sorry,
in your
you're-
dexterity score.
No, it's not a check.
Oh, fuck.
No,
It's
it's
an
actually
80 though, so you do get to go
actually 29.
first. All right. Well, it
One
doesn't
time I
particularly matter.
succeed is not fucking worth anything.
But Dr. Goodman, you're up first.
I want to put one into the guy next to me.
Unbelievable.
Sure.
This can't be happening.
I'm not gonna do it. Nope, that fucking sucked.
Nope. You fire, and this thing just kind of dances off to the side and climbs up a building into the trees. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn? There is that marking that is glowing.
Yeah, can I try going over to it?
Sure, your legs still work.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Opportunity.
All right. There's no attack of opportunity in Cthulhu.
Damn, I was hoping it was 2E rolls and just only select creatures had opportunity attack.
All right. With your turn done, the Wilderness Paramentals, which you don't know what they are, but they're weird. They're gonna swing down and start trying to, teeth that scratch and claws that bite onto everybody here. So you'll all at least have one dance partner. Let's give. So, Tony, would you like to fight back or dodge?
Dodge. I literally have no means of fighting back.
Okay. I'm going to roll these two, and please roll a dodge.
Success.
All right. So, and you would like to dodge the second one as well?
Yes.
All right. Roll that.
Hard success.
All right. You successfully evade both of those attacks. Now, Gronya, would you like to fight back or dodge?
Oh, dodge.
Okay.
I was
Roll
trying
dodge.
to check the.
Hard success, absolutely. You're going to be able to evade this one as they basically they're dropping down out of the trees here, and they're trying to like scratch and claw at you.
I was trying to make my way to that figure to see if I could check them.
Yeah, they don't seem to like that. So why don't we check in on Oliver? Fighting back or dodging?
Well, let me think about that. I only have a 75% chance of failing the fight, and I have a much higher percentage of failing the dodge. So I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna brawl with my tire iron.
All right, that's a failure.
Yeah, I figured as much.
That's going to be a hard success for them. This is going to be only 1 damage.
Yay!
As it goes in and comes in, you can barely turn in time as you're frozen. As the thing comes up and cuts, just lightly grazes across your back as it kind of pulls back, clearly assessing your awareness. Dr. Goodman, fighting
Dodge.
back, dodge. All right, here we go. Roll me dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Hard success is gonna absolutely let you evade that for now. Tony, you're up.
Hey, no. We aren't here to fight. Hey, we came here because there's a big monster. You probably already know that.
They are monsters. Yeah, thanks.
These protective sigils. No means of knowing who or what made them or who or what they're protecting from. Do these things look like they're trying to break these sigils, or they are just trying to kill us?
You can make a psychology check.
As psychological as mud monsters get.
I spent 1 point of luck.
I'll allow it. It seems like they're trying to kill you.
They don't care about the sigils at all.
I don't know. I mean, they lit up. These things started to attack you. Who knows what that means? Honestly, you don't even know you don't even think this sigil stuff is really real. I mean, your mind's still kind of putty right now.
We came to lay a trap, but we triggered a trap instead.
I mean, these are like crazy monkeys.
I'm gonna hold out the eggs.
Okay, that could be your turn.
Yep.
All right, Grania.
Can I check? Oh, do I have to
What would
do
you
the
like to do?
dodge thing, or did I make did
No, it's your
when
turn.
I dodged?
It's you dodge. You're good, but it's your turn now in combat. What would you like to do? There is one of these things that is attacking you.
I was trying to check the body on the ground.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be difficult to do with someone actively trying to kill you.
Yeah, well, I thought maybe if I threw myself over, we're going to kill me.
I mean, throwing yourself on the ground in front of an enemy is a tactic. It's not a good
Not in front of
tactic,
that.
but
On the body.
I know. But like
It's called
again,
going possum.
going prone on top of even on top of another body is a tactic.
No, that
Whether it'll
body
play
might mean
out,
something
who
to them.
knows?
And they're not afraid of the light.
Oh no, they don't seem impacted by that at all.
But blinding flash.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Am I able to do a flash?
You're certainly free to try.
What do I roll to do that?
Photography?
I don't think this is something I have.
Yeah, you don't really have that skill. I'll just put it
Oh,
down.
what about
If I could argue for Ling's sake here, I have 60 in photography and ran through a detailed explanation of how to use that flash.
You have 30 right now, just because it was just recently explained to you how to use this.
and then it's mechanical
Because you
repairs
can-
30, so that makes sense.
Okay, use that for this roll. You do
Nice.
fire it off. You absolutely can, but the flash
Break my
is
camera.
in the wrong direction. You like held out the thing, the button, but the camera's pointing a different way, and you didn't even get this thing even remotely in the face. We'll see if it even develops, but the situation is certainly not developing into your favor.
You just took the
Uh,
picture from Blair Witch that was looking up her nose.
Basic Oliver. Oliver, you're up.
Oh, I'm so time for me to die is what you're saying. Brawl, it's gotta be brawl. I've got no other choice.
No.
I just gotta get within 13 points.
Well, no, you can't. You can't spend luck in combat.
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
Alrighty. If there's nothing else you want to do in your turn,
I I'm hoping attacks of opportunity are also a thing
Nope.
in this game.
Nope, run for the monster as much as you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this way. Right past the doctor, screaming, "Inconceivable! Preposterous! This can't be happening!"
Okay. Doc, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm
Okay.
gonna go
Which one are you shooting?
this one.
And it's gonna be up in your face this time, not being summoned. So this is gonna be with a difficulty.
I'm gonna try.
Point blank with 45. You can't fail, right?
That's 100.
Ooh, that's a malfunction.
Actual 100.
Oh no!
What?
That's the true horror of this: is when you roll a really high number, you lose.
That's an actual 100.
So your gun jams as you try to pull on this thing. And in the dark, making repairs will not be a simple matter. I'm just going to start doing these attacks. So, Tony, I want to make something clear. You are offering these eggs out as like a goodwill gesture.
Absolutely.
Okay. I will give you the chance to dodge or fight back, but it will be with a penalty.
They don't seem to care about the eggs at all.
They're going to attack. They're going to make an aggressive action in your general direction, but whether that's towards you or they're trying to just get the eggs, I'm going to give you the chance to say whether you're going to are you going to flinch or not.
Not moving.
Okay, they're just going to do a thing then. They do both hit you. They smack and strike at your arms that are outstretched, knocking the eggs from your hands. Please make me 2 luck checks.
So just click the luck button.
Yeah, just hit luck. All right, 1 egg broken, 2 eggs broken. Both of them smash to the ground, the terrible scent of sulfur, but also they both strike and slash at your arms as they did so. You're taking 7 damage, which I believe, is that half?
Oh, yeah. I have 9 hit points.
Oh, yeah, I need you to make a constitution save, constitution check then.
Failure.
You're in shock. You pass out. As these things just like smack and strike across your face, they basically knock you out cold.
Hit the ground hard.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll go down the same way. Grania.
When Oliver ran, did I drop the gas can? Oh no, it's not my turn. I have to dodge or
It's dodging
Fight,
or
right.
dodging or fighting back. Yes.
does lighting shit on fire count as fighting?
In this case, no. But I like where your head's
Okay.
at.
Then I will try to dodge.
Okay. 2 failures is still going to put it in your range, as that thing, as one of them is going to be fine. This other one though is going to try and get you from behind. Would you like to dodge or fight back? There's not really flanking. But that's a very good roll. So would you like to dodge or fight back? Grania, again, yeah. You get a second go at it.
Okay, because I hit it twice and I failed both times, but I still get to go.
Oh, you rolled again. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yeah,
I'll go again.
this is gonna hit you. So I know it says 1, but it did roll an extreme success. So that is 7 damage. So I'm assuming that's half.
Oh, way more. I had 10.
Okay, so it's over half. So I do need to make a Constitution check as well. I'm going to put you in defense position, as you are also similarly knocked out cold from shock. And now, Doctor, dodge or fight back.
Dodge.
Alrighty.
God. Fuck!
Failure's being a failure here, so you're fine. Tony, you're knocked out. Grania, you're knocked out. Oliver.
They don't seem to be following me, correct?
Not yet.
I'm going to start dousing the corner of this building with gasoline.
Okay, that could be your turn. Would you like to light it on fire now?
Yes.
Okay. I'll start drawing some flames here. As this corner goes up, it is clearly very brittle wood. But yeah, you light that up and clearly get some attention. Dr. Goodman.
I'm gonna start fucking running again. I'm fucking done. This is every. I fucking did this once.
Why don't you if you're gonna cut and run, why don't you make me a stand? No, never mind. Cut and run. Just cut and run.
No, because look. From my perspective, two of my friends, I swear to God, I think just died right in front of me after getting fucking hit because they both went down.
What's your coworker?
Something's on fire behind me. I swear, I did want to run away for the second fucking time, but yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, to be fair, Oliver does seem pretty safe. So yeah, make your you have your movement rate, so you can just move and run.
Yeah, that's what we fucking do. If I see, I'm literally gonna run downward. So when I pass Oliver, I'm just gonna be like, fucking ditch, run, don't give a fuck, bye.
Don't worry, Oliver's right fucking behind you.
They're dead. They're not going anywhere. Let's fucking go.
So you can move yourself.
How far could I move?
What's your movement rate?
I fucking gotta find it. Oh my God, where?
8.
8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I gotta scroll down. 8.
Okay.
I don't remember where the car was, so.
It's their turn. So we're gonna have these two go for you. This one's gonna be swinging through the trees to follow you, and oh, that one merged a little bit. But
They're bad.
wait, let me just make sure they can do that. Yeah. 1, 2.
So if my speed is 7, is that 7 squares?
Yeah,
Okay.
they both get here. Okay. So 2 attacks on Oliver coming in, dodging or fighting back.
Oh, I gotta fight back, I guess.
I guess you gotta.
Yep. So, if you fight back, you need to beat their level of success, right? But if you
Yes,
dodge, you just have to tie it.
Dodge, and if you dodge, you're just looking to match at the very least.
My dodge is 14.
Yeah. So fight back. Go ahead, fight back, Doc.
Yeah, my fight back is 25. Why isn't that working? Oh, I'm in edit mode. There we go. Bloop. I have to roll twice, right?
Why would you roll twice? Oh yeah, roll twice. Yes, please.
Because there's 2 on me, right? Okay.
Yes. Okay. 2 failures. 1 failure will be fine, but 1 did get a hard success, so you're going to take 5 damage.
Oh, I'm not good.
What do you mean not good?
I am down to 2 hit points.
Okay. What was your total before this?
9 was my starting hit points.
Okay. Constitution check, please.
Alrighty.
That's on par.
Yeah, right. It's definitely not within 13 to push my luck.
All right,
what happens? Can I push the roll? How does that work again?
Not in this case, no.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. Goodman.
Run, doctor.
Dodge. I'm fucking dodging.
Dodging. All right, make me a check here.
I'm spending. Can I spend the 3 luck?
No.
No, because it's fucking combat.
Yeah.
A fucking course.
But
God fuck.
it also failed, and will strike at you. In striking at you, so Yeah. On your turn, because it goes right back to you.
Run. Where's the car?
In the
Why don't you make
direction
me a
you're already
navigate? Why
headed.
don't you make me a navigate check?
No.
If you would, I'd like to. Well, no, I'm gonna do a thing. Wrong.
Is
wrong
that
button.
thing called murder?
Just do it. I swear to God, you'll be doing me a favor. Just
You
old
slosh,
yeller me. Tell me to
sloshing
look
your
at the
way,
flowers.
sloshing your way through this swamp. You feel the trees around you just seem to swirl and become a constant source. Smell of sulfur still on and around you. You eventually find yourself in somewhat of a clearing, just somehow feeling the Glaki still constantly watching you, its influence pouring around you. It must explain your poor luck. Finally, in that clearing, you find a chance to sit before looking up, and in the light of the moon, a large figure descends, not on flapping on quickly flapping wings. It moves fast and lands before you, a massive, well, large thing. Trained hybrid, a horde of tame trained hybrid wings that with no sound or eye could ever wholly grasp. With that no sound eye could wholly grasp, or sound brain ever wholly remember. They're flapped rhythmically. Not altogether crows, nor moles, nor buzzards, nor ants, nor decomposed human being, but something I cannot and must not call. It's like the size of two horses stacked on top of each other, and it stands before you, aggressive, its wings and spines outstretched, screaming in your face. At the moment, everything goes dark. Harrington Estates does get hit again that night. More police are found dead, as it's believed to be some kind of elaborate but brutal gang action takes place. Though they're beaten instead of shot, which puts the detectives for a spin. The cellar that had now been left partially opened is raided and tore through. Things are destroyed more so than taken, but it'll take forever to properly catalog what's been lost. None of you are ever heard from again. William Carrington, of course, swears that there should be search parties out into the marsh, that there must be something out there. But he's quickly dismissed as someone who's taking his classes a bit too seriously. The string of deaths that occur in the Ipswich, in the marshes of the Essex County, do not recede. It seems there are occasional spikes of dead cattle, dead peoples, but people write it off. Some large animal, hunts are called, but never found. Dead bodies are recovered eventually, but they're so decomposed at this point, who knows what they could possibly be. But there's always rumors that the Marsh Wizard of Ipswich still rides the night, terrifying those all around. Anyway.
How long did that son of a
Remember how you
bitch
said
wait
you weren't
before he
gonna kill
drove off
yourself?
in my car?
You got a free
You'll never
car?
know. So, anyway, that is all we have for you tonight. Not quite the climactic ending I was expecting. By daring we work with what is given to us. I am nothing more than a molder of clay, my subjects being ever so receptive. The dice weren't with you tonight. That really sucks. I'm really actually sorry about that. But hope you had fun. That being said, thank you all for joining us. This has been Caravan of Cthulhu, the ties that bind. Thank you. Before we give more proper sign-offs, why don't we all go around the horn, the order you introduce yourselves in, and tell the people who you are, who you're playing tonight, and where people can find more of your excellent work in the world. So, yeah, start with Ling.
Oh, hello, Ling. You can find me at Need More Dice on Twitter and on Blue Sky. I think I'm going to be back here later on in the week for Dates in the Dark. So looking forward to that. That's all I got.
Short and sweet.
Me,
I'm
right?
sorry. If I was supposed to share more, I forgot what it was.
No.
I'm still reeling from. I'm in shock still.
At least it wasn't one of us that killed you this time.
Yep.
Fair.
Well,
It wasn't
you did
me. abandon
abandon me. You both abandoned me.
Well, I would have had to gotten off the island to actually abandon you.
Gonna let my casket. No. This was great.
But, yeah, James.
Hi, my name is James Beck. You can find me at James503 over on the dying bird app. That is no longer a bird. I am not gonna be on here a lot next month, as it is Gen Con coming up, and as well as a few other projects that have come into fruition, especially one that Hoop and I have been working very long time on. So yeah, you can follow me there or just hang out in the Discord, and I'm sure we're gonna hear about my endless obsessions. I hate Roll20 and its die
It
formula.
hates you.
No, it's every fucking platform. Foundry hates me. Roll20 hates me. Just fucking get me a game where I don't have to roll dice, okay?
Cthulhu is the only game I consistently roll high in.
See, yeah, you're a great success. You rolled super high. Just, oh boy.
I am the Will Wheaton of the Lost Caravan, and this is what I have accepted my life to be.
Curse.
God, I rolled a fucking 100.
Yeah, that was bad. Well, anyway,
I'm done. I'm just fucking next person.
I'm Jason, also known on Twitter as JJSYNN, JJ Sin, most other social media platforms. I'm some version of Graphical Ronin, except for the Blue Sky app. I'm apparently not cool enough to get an invite to that one.
Don't worry.
I'm a graphic designer and illustrator. I'm open for commissions. I'll be playing in Lancer next month on this channel, as well as Regency Cthulhu, which I'm pretty excited about. I may or may not have ordered a costume today. Yeah, that's what I got going on. I will also be at Gen Con, working penny for a tail booth, selling their game Necrobiotic. So if you're there, stop by and say hi.
Adding to the list of people to annoy.
I guess it leaves me. If you're new here, hi, welcome. If you're old here, probably recognize my face. I just went on vacation for what feels like forever, but I am back, and I'm happy to be here. I'm Andrew. I'm in the Discord all the time, hanging out, stopping Liz from wreaking havoc, all that good stuff. But you'll see my face here, always. Come hang out, come join our Discord, come follow our other games. We got a ton of Cthulhu coming up, so if you're interested in that, you'll see more of me just on the other side of the screen.
You mean in people's rooms?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm so happy that I was the first to go down. I don't think I was the first to die necessarily.
I died to an eldritch monster. Okay, I feel like that should get me the credit.
At least it wasn't Sluggina. We're fine. We're
It
all
wasn't
fine
the
there.
Slugosy.
I'm
It wasn't.
sorry, bro. You've turned my players against themselves. You got them jumping out in front of things, you know? Like, Poop was like, ooh, free character art? I just offer the eggs and don't dodge.
I was hoping
know, you're
they
fine.
were just gonna take them, but
We
no.
we can debrief and go through.
Anyways,
all
yeah,
this
that's
stuff
all I got.
Later. Okay, which brings it to me. Hey everybody, I'm Turk, or Turk Accented if you catch me tongue-tied, when you like to sip on that Cthulhu juice. Anyway, I have had the distinct honor and privilege of continuing to run some great series of folks. Well, some of you won't leave. Tried killing you off a whole bunch of times. You won't get them out. I'm kidding. These are all fantastic players in this little Caravan of Cthulhu series we have here. If you'd like to see more of that, I have great news because tomorrow, or / today, if you're on the East Coast like me, there will be another session of Call of Cthulhu that I'm running, where I will be taking all of these horrors and applying it to all of the mods of the Lost Caravan server. So, if you have, if you've experienced any games with the mods have been in chat, you know they love to throw villain points and make the, the wrenches a little bit harder to dodge. So now is a chance for some reprisal. We'll be, oh gosh, what is the name of that one? We'll be playing the Darkness. We'll be playing the Darkness Beneath the Hill, and it should be grand old time. Beyond that, of course, though, I'm in some other streams, but I do want to give a big shout out to Cthulhu Week, which is coming up August 13th to the 20th. It will be here on Lost Caravan, between myself, Hoop, and a bunch of other really awesome guest GMs, or guest keepers in this case. Keepers, handlers, whatever. We will be wranglers, yeah. We will be running through a whole bunch of madness content, if you are a fan of that. Well, I mean, we have everything from Dark Ages Cthulhu to Modern Cthulhu. So, if it's got some madness mechanics and drives people insane to be a part of it, it'll be there. We have some really awesome things we'll be raffling off. We'll be raising money for mental health charities. So, if you can, come and just stop by, say hi, throw some money into the pot, and see if anything jumps back out at you. Because we've got some awesome people who have offered a lot of awesome stuff to make it possible. Anyway. I have talked for a good long while. I've got some more shows. I usually will be retweeting, or no, it is still retweeting because
It's still retweeting. He has not changed it yet.
All right, we're talking about madness anyway. So I'll be in some Guggly, Orbital Blues. I run Oathsworn over on Neon Lights Roleplay, which is my other baby besides Cthulhu things. It's my Epic Greek Mythology one, of course. Big shout out to all my awesome players who had to hang out over there. But thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I hope you had a great time. I had a fun time trying to hold on to the rails of all of my players' wild and crazy decisions. Nearly made it across the finish line, but you give it another shot some other time. Y'all were great. We were great. Everyone's great. Give yourselves a pat on the back, and just stick close. Family is a damn hard bond to break, but family can be from a lot of places. So, be the best person you can be. Support those you love. Damn the rest. Thank you all so much one more time. I'll see you next time. Stay sane.
We're raiding Shog Mommy.
We're raiding Shog Mommy. Oh, boy.